Hello, everybody. What is it? It's like the old um, Robin Williams and Mrs. Doubtfire. Hello, and Robin Williams has a big pie. My meringue mask. I'm glad. I'm glad that Oh, there. I'm glad. I'm glad that and Myra. I see you, honey. I see you. I'm gonna get you in real quick, okay? Because I'm gonna have guests tonight, and I'm not going to. We got Angelo in here. We got Myra in here. That's great because it's fucking great. Because Angelo was just finishing a guillotine fantasy draft, and I will tell you this. My fantasy team is the Raiders. I don't have to worry about, rooting for this quarterback to play this guy and have him throw for 300 yards. And Velvet wants to know where you got your shirt, Myra. So you'll have to get with Velvet. I'm looking at the comments already, so we'll have them in. But I don't do fantasy. I'm sorry. I've done fantasy in the past. I can do fantasy. Hey, I got this guy versus this guy. Who would you suggest? I'll do that for you. But it's too fucking much of my time. And I only have a little bit of time that I don't. Yeah, John said, yeah, I don't do fantasy. Is that my boy? Oh, that's Big E. I like doing fantasy when my team sucks so I can concentrate on football. Yeah, you don't need to, Big E. Your team is fucking good. And that is my boy, Mad Bomber. So Mad Bomber's like me. We don't do fantasy. So without further ado, I'm going to shut up. God, I got a lot of fucking messages and whatnot. I did see, and I'm going to get him in the studio because they're so wonderful. And since Angelo's in here, he'll be able to help me get the large.
Let me get off of this one. Sorry, Cap. I need to go to the control com one. This is the guest one. We see the first lady of TRS, Myra G, who is just awesome at fantasy football and everything else that has to happen with Raider Nation. But I'm gonna get off, Cap. Then I'll get back on the control com.
Well, if you get off, make sure it's not on camera because you can use that against you in a court of law.
What did I walk into?
Well, you know me.
I know.
You know me. Yeah, that's it. How you doing, darling?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, like one of the prettiest Raiderettes out there, and we do have pretty Raiderettes in here because I said Velvet wants to know where you got your shirt.
Actually, my homie who's a Niner fan made it for me.
So that's a self-made. So it's an OG shirt.
It is. It is indeed. Yes.
Okay. Well, hold that thought.
You wear Oakland stuff, Jack.
Yeah, I know because I know you don't wear anything that says LA. Or I got it. But see, I can get away with wearing everything because I am a Raiders fan from Philadelphia.
Right.
So I've been a Raiders fan since I had to do the whatever. Okay. Charlie Perez, good to see you over there on Facebook. Laura Marr, my Kansas City Raiderette. Good to see you, darling. Miss you. And I don't see anybody on Instagram yet, or I would shout them out. But I'm gonna now that Angelo's gone to the you are pretty, Mike Guerrero. You're not prettier than Myra. You're not prettier than Myra.
Sorry, Mike.
So I'm also going to bring in my brother. This is Navman. Good to see you as well, brother.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, and don't be mad, but I'm going to bring in I don't want to say the only Charger fan because he's not the only Charger fan I get along with, but he's one of the few
DZ
that I get along with.
That dude is for real.
Dude, Nav, you left pretty hot off the Wild Wild West
for real.
Yeah, I left hot off that show, and there was a reason.
Well, it's Nav actually this last week said I'm out because of Richie was interrupting, I believe, Kenna, and Nav wasn't putting up with it. So I just want to say, Nav, we're cool, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That wasn't a thing. I was I'm kind of done with this.
I got you, man. I feel you. Richie can do
No.
that sometimes.
Zed, you're good. Like I said,
Yeah.
you and the Bolt brothers, who I get along with rather well because I've been on
Yeah.
their show. They're
They're
great
good
people.
guys. Good
Yeah.
people, yeah.
And there are a few super fans that are Charger fans that I get along. I can't remember their names at this point, but it's like I get along with a bunch of them. So I get along with certain fans, and the ones I don't get along with, no, I don't fucking get along with them.
I think I'm just too old for the trolling, man. I don't like it. It annoys me, and I know we get a chuckle out of it to get a rise out of you or Kenna, but like it gets old. Like,
Yeah.
you know, sometimes I want to talk ball and like we could be serious and joke, but some of the stuff where these personal jabs, it gets stupid, man.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I didn't like said that I was kicked out because my parents. First off, both of my parents are fucking dead, so fuck you. You don't know anything about me, so fuck you. So anything that you say is ignorant, and I don't need to fucking deal with it. What was that, like the old guy? I'm 40. I'm a man. Well, I'm 40 plus 20.
gotcha.
Okay, just
Hey,
like
you're
the
a little older than that. Just saying.
No, I'm only 60. I'm only 60. I have the birth certificate to prove it. I'm only 60. But I'm 60. I'm a man. I don't need your shit. So
I want to
That's
hear
it, but-
about you. I didn't really catch you guys' game. I caught highlights. I think our games were overlapping, or I know you guys finished later. So I want to hear about like your guys' games, like what you guys thought preseason and stuff. I know you're going to get into that, but
Hey,
No.
DZ, if I can, for just a moment.
yeah, man.
Captain Jack, I'm
Sir.
going to stream. Right now,
Yeah.
I'm not seeing any bullshit. I'm going to stream
Uh-huh.
YouTube. YouTube has promised me this dude cannot go on my stream.
Okay.
Okay,
The pop
so,
art.
yeah, when I do this, if he pops on my stream, then I know that my dudes are going to freaking drop him immediately.
Okay.
But
'Cause I
there's
don't-
no way.
I like I said, I don't mind when people are here because it gets the broadcast up. And Zed, are you broadcasting on your channel?
No,
sir?
dude, no, because you know what? I looked into the StreamYard fees and I was like, nah, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, power to you. I think I'm going to come out with shorts and stuff like that. I really wanted to follow what you're doing, but I don't think I could justify that cost without a following. You know what I mean? And I know you had to build it up, but
Yeah.
it's just.
Zed, and I did a half measure because
I saw,
the
yeah,
full measure was about $1,000. What I used
it's
to have
ridiculous.
was
Ridiculous.
$1,000. I'm not making money. I'm not and I won't say who that because Johnny, the gentleman I was on with the other night, who I'll be on with on Friday. By the way, I ask you, please go to @Mad Bomber Podcast, because Johnny Souza is okay. If you're gonna call me ancient, you fuck. Okay. Johnny's older than me, and he's from the Bay. Okay. So he knows, he has been to 70s Raiders games in the Coliseum. Him and
Wow.
who is a rock star, by the way. And he
Yeah.
wasn't bullshit. He's a legitimate rock star. AJG, good to see you on Instagram. Battleborn Brit. Hey, good to see you, Battleborn Brit. Please come to YouTube. Everybody here on Instagram and Facebook, please come to YouTube because you're only seeing me, my beard, and my belly. If you go to YouTube, you will see everybody, less of the belly, or at least a cutoff portion. Plus, you will see Myra. If you're a dude, you'll see a good-looking girl there. Okay,
Not
for all
me.
you guys that have been in the closet, the guys that just don't get out of the room, and for you ladies, okay, you'll see a bunch of dudes that are fully clothed. Okay, that are
For
fully
now.
clothed
For now.
Yeah, but good to see you. I'm sorry. I see what happens when fucking Pop-Tart fucktwats get into my head. This I don't deal with this shit. I'm sorry for the people here. I wasn't apologizing to him, but I don't need his shit. That's why I do this, sir.
But Cat,
Sir.
So my point being is that when a Raider fan comes into a chat and you tell him, and he's being an asshole, right?
Yeah.
All we do is tell him, fuck, stop it. DZ's in a disadvantage with this shit because that dude claims to be a Charger fan and he's fucking ruining freaking Charger fans because he's an asshole. And I feel for DZ on that shit.
Yeah. I told Kenna, I'm like, look, I think he is a Chargers fan because he said some stuff that's like, if you paid attention to Chargers, you would know. But then I'm like, I don't care. Like, dude, I don't need you. Like, I know when we do the Wild West show, we're just talking ball. Like, it's on the MHRT, right? And I'm fine with that. I like to talk ball, right? And you know, if some of my guys that I follow, you know, they want to come check it out, cool, that's cool. But you know, I don't need the one dipshit, right? You know what I mean? To ruin it for everybody else, because he gets under the skin with Jack, and Jack's my boy, and I don't like him doing that, flustering Jack. And then he gets under Captain's skin. It's just like I'm like, nah,
shit,
dude.
He went to the lengths of trying to get my YouTube channel shut off.
Yeah, dude, come on. Like, we're grown ass adults here.
Serious.
Like, I know we're rivals. Our teams are rivals, and that's cool because I'm actually excited. I mean, we play week 2, right? Monday Night Football.
Yes.
You know, sooner than later. And, you know, I have concerns about my team heading into week 1 and stuff. And
we do too.
Yeah, so
we don't know. We really don't know.
And Bueno is correct. When I'm talking about the fuck twat, I'm not talking about things I want to talk about, which is football. And I also get fucking irritable. Fucking Biggie Bronco's in here, dude's cool. Now originally he was like that fuck twat to me, but then I learned
did a little bit. He did a little bit, yeah.
But then I learned that we learned, and Biggie Bronco is fine. Okay,
well,
so
like,
that's what's it. Hey,
John,
Johnny, go ahead, Johnny.
Yeah, we had a guy, Money Chuck, who initially was just gonna be that guy, and then we're good, we're solid. It's because, I mean, damn, be a fucking fan and stop being an asshole. Okay.
Yeah, it makes me wonder how old that person is, because there's no way that's a grown adult, right?
It's basement dweller for sure. Grandma's house.
Yeah.
Myra, what you think? What do you think, Myra? I think you did good in that draft. I'm just saying.
Thank you, Boom. What do I think about what, AOC?
No, what do you think of the draft you did?
Yeah, it's just different rules, and I'm like, actually, I have to run soon because I have another draft at 8:00.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I had one last night, and it was a live draft, so everybody's like drunk. But
she stole Alvin Kamara from me, so I will say she did pretty well. She snagged him right when I was
love
like,
that.
No,
She got the B+ for me right there. The B+. I was like, oh, it was a B. Oh, that's nice. B+.
Thank you.
Before you go, Myra, because we're going to talk about this, I know the major injury for the Raiders is the Aiden O'Connell, and I can say his name. If you say his name, it's okay. You can say his full name. Just don't use his fucking initial, because I get fucking bent about that shit too. Okay, you guys know this. The Aiden O'Connell injury. Okay, before you go, Myra, any thoughts on that for you? I mean, anybody that you think might be able to come in? Because I'm looking at somebody that can actually be a guy you can go to, instant plug-in quarterback. And again, I didn't mean to put put this I don't like to do gotcha questions, but have you thought or any thoughts on that? And if not, that's fine, because it's been 24 hours at just that. And I didn't even know until actually it's less than 24 hours, because it was early this morning when I found the information that he broke his wrist.
Yeah.
So
Right. No, my main concern is the same as last year's. There's just we have no depth, like solid depth in quarterback and other positions. As far as who I think we could sign, no, but I saw in the chat everyone was throwing out some crazy names during our draft. But no, I haven't even got a chance to process this all. So because our game was at what, like 7:00 last night?
yeah, it didn't get over until like 1:00 this morning, my time. For us old geezers on the East Coast time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know about as far as backup, but yeah, we need to figure it out soon. Real
Yeah,
soon.
that's a good one right there, possibly. And I know Huntley got released by the Browns as well. And you know, I'm not saying you guys would want a Charger, but he wasn't there that long. I think Trey Lance took that number 2 job, and that leaves them with Taylor Heineke, who they traded for last season as to be the backup. But he didn't play well this preseason. Not saying he's a bad guy, because we saw what he did with the Washington Commanders a few years ago. He might be available. I think they're going to try to trade him because I think they're going to look for some depth on the O-line. But he might be a guy out there.
Well, I mean, and I got that. I would like to try to maybe get a guy where you don't need to give anything for him. If he's on the street,
Right.
well, DTR is on the street, so you don't have to give up anything for him.
Yeah,
And the one
good
thing
point.
that DTR has going for him is that he had what, at least 4 years in Chip Kelly's offense at UCLA.
Yeah.
3.
Okay, well, apologies, at least 3 years.
Yep.
Yeah, at least 3 years in Chip Kelly's offense. So that's why I wanted to ask Myra, because I love Myra. Myra's awesome, and she's welcome anytime to pop in. Okay, all you gentlemen, and DZ. Okay, she had some mini joke. Okay, all you gentlemen in DZ. Notice there was a separation there. Okay,
Many joke.
all you gentlemen to include DZ are always available at any time here. And thank you for popping in, Myra. Myra,
Nice meeting you, Myra. Nice meeting you.
get with Velvet. Get with Velvet, because I know she wants that shirt. If you can figure out who got it for you.
Oakland fucking Raiders. That's what I'm talking about.
I love that shirt.
Yeah. Yes. But thank you, Jack. Thank you, fellas. And I will see most of you at the home opener in a couple weeks. It's like right around the corner. And then I know a bunch of you, I know I'll see you also in DC, Jack, the week after. So
I will see you in DC, and I get a chance to give Myra a well-deserved Captain Jack hug in DC. And I apologize. I can't get you as close as I did because you got to get through this now. So that's so it's like this now, because I got the.
You got to reach over.
Yeah. Got to do the
and then you also owe me an extra special, our Aries hug, right? Our Aries gang hug. So.
An extra special what? Aries what?
Aries gang hug.
Oh, I'll do that, but you'd have to turn around and have to go like that,
Okay, I'm out, fellas.
I'm sorry, you said extra special Aries hug.
Damn, Jack. Come on, bro.
I would never do that. I would never do that to Myra.
I know. I gotta go to my other fantasy draft, and it's a bunch of Weiner fans. So.
Hey, thanks, Myra. Go kill it over there too. Myra G killed it in her fantasy draft. So
take care.
Say hi to Albert.
I will. Thank you.
Take care. That's it. Myra, darling. She asked for the extra, and I love Myra. I would never do that to Myra.
I know. I'm fucking with you, bro.
I know, but see, just to make sure that there are people, because I'm the old, salty, ornery, somewhat horny bastard, but I would never do that to a lady. I would never do that to a lady that I know and respect. okay? And people
I
know
got
that.
you.
So if you're over
I
here,
got you.
go ahead, sir. What up?
Hey, Cap. So, no, I just wanted to say real quick.
Sure.
Hello to everybody. Nice to have John back onto the show. He did his Mad Bomber podcast episode 1 yesterday. So if you guys could please check that out. Very cool stuff from John. Nick, who's a part of the AMHRT network. You guys all know him from the Wild Wild West.
Angela's throwing me
Twan.
off using my government name. Throwing me off.
Sorry, DZ. Raider Twan, of course. And then I
Not-
just
hey,
want to shout out real quick for me
When
this
we-
guy,
when we have
CJ
that-
Rich, who just started his podcast. He's a boxing guy. He's one of my boxing people. Very smart young man, knows his boxing in and out. I absolutely love him. So salute to you. And CJ Rich is a Raider fan, Captain Jack.
Nice.
So
There
just
you
wanted
go.
to say that. Nav man,
Yeah.
always good to see you. And Cap, now that you got everybody on, is it okay with you if I cut out and I'll try to check back in because the Asawa is gonna wring my neck here if I don't get dinner going pretty soon.
God damn it! You're going to. I'm going to. No, I'm going to get you. I'm going to. Damn it! You're going to fucking regret being on that fucking show
That's
for
not
fucking
bad,
hours.
man.
God damn you!
That's not bad. That's
That's a
that
Navy
gave me
dude,
Filipino
bro. He knows
vibes
what
like
he's
crazy.
saying. That's a
Yeah.
Navy dude.
That's
He
it.
knows what
Yeah.
he's saying, bro.
I
Yeah,
gotta
man.
do something here, Cap. You've seen how amazingly gorgeous she is, Cap. I
Somebody
gotta do
spent time
something.
in the Philippines.
There you go.
And I tell you, Nat. I will say this: you can go, but I will give you props. You definitely punched way above your weight class with that
Yeah.
wonderful, gorgeous wife of yours.
Yes,
Using
sir.
a boxing analogy. Using a
Yes,
boxing
sir.
analogy.
Question.
Punched
Yes, sir.
well above your weight class.
Yeah, I
I
was
would
very
say, like,
fortunate.
Flyweight
Yeah,
to
I think-
heavyweight.
He outkicked his coverage. Outkicked his coach. No doubt.
There you go.
Definitely.
Sure.
But yeah, have a great
Angelo,
time talking
say hi.
football, everybody. Have a great time talking to Raiders and Chargers and whatever you guys want to talk about. I appreciate you, Twan, and DZ. I won't say your government name, DZ, for joining us on the and by the way, thank you for being such good players that we were able to draft 18 people in less than 2 hours.
Yeah,
That's
they went by
amazing.
fast.
14
Pretty
rounds,
cool.
18
Yeah, I was
people.
like,
We did
damn.
it in less than 2 hours. You guys are amazing. So thank you. Thank you, Captain Jack. I'll be checking in and out on the chat and everything. Thanks,
Take
Cap.
care, Angelo.
You got it. Say hi to the wife.
Take care,
Say hi to
bro.
the wife. Because like I said, I love
So
Angelo.
what's the question?
And again, the question? Oh, by the way, before we go on, D said this is John Souza, aka the Mad Bomber. That's why I said if you can, okay, please go to it. And I'm going to put it here.
I wrote it down. I
in
wrote
the
it
chat
down.
because I didn't have it yet. Okay, it's at Mad.
Is that on
Bomber.
X or YouTube?
Yeah, it's on. It's
No,
on
that's on YouTube.
Facebook, X, and YouTube.
Okay, cool. I'll check it
Yeah.
out right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I put it there. I put it there in the chat for everybody. If you're coming in on another channel, Kenna, I will give you a fucking invite in a minute, man. Hold your fucking water, okay? Jack, you know I'm not. Jack, you obviously know I'm fucking tweaked right now, so I'm gonna play the "don't fuck with the old man when he's pissed off" thing, but like I'm just saying. Okay, I'm just saying, Kenna. I would like to have the folks that was either on with Angelo or that I invited personally. Okay, I will get you on, Kenna, because I want to hear your opinion. But I do want to make sure that we have Mad Bomber here. I do want to hear from DZ. Yeah, eat a Snickers. I ain't going. Yeah, you're not going anywhere for a while. Okay, and we got
Can't
Swamp
find
One
him
as
on
well.
X.
Why pissed?
Yeah.
Why pissed? He says, not,
John, I'm putting in Mad Bomber podcast
I
on
know why
X.
he's pissed.
Is that the handle?
It's on
No,
X.
it's
It's
at
at Mad
Mad
Bomber
Bomber.
Pod 3.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. No, thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, Jack makes the cut, but I will say this: I personally invited Angelo, I personally invited Navman, and I personally invited Johnny Souza tonight And then the other gentlemen that were on, I said, yes, come on over as long as you don't have any fucking Pop-Tarts on your show. So Kenna, it wasn't a slight. It wasn't a slight. By the way, Jack, I am kind of fucking pissed off at USAA. Maybe subliminally, that's why I didn't invite you. I think subliminally, that's why I didn't fucking invite you. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Really?
Yeah.
Sorry,
oh,
I didn't mean to say goddamn like that.
Yeah. No, I'm pissed.
I didn't mean it in that way.
No, that USAA, fantastic for car insurance. Fuck you on homeowners insurance. I'm saying it right now. I said it. It's saying it. So
insurance is a scam, in my opinion, but whatever.
Maybe that's it. Jack, I'd like to have you on. Yeah, Ken, it's always your fault. Zed, before I know we're going to talk very Raiderific.
Sure, that's fine. Yeah.
But before we do that, were there any major injuries or major bits that we need to know about with the Chargers? Because remember, the Chargers are week 2,
Monday night.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, my question was, who are they going to replace Slater with?
So, good question, John. They're going to move Alt. You know, Joe Alt, the guy they got from Notre Dame last year.
Right.
He's going over to the left side, and that's his natural position. Now, I've talked about this with some of my other Charger fans. Like, I think he's going to do fine, but I don't think he's, playing the left side in the NFL is a different story than college, right? He held it down on the right side last season.
Well,
but the left side, that's where they like to put, different guys on that left side. So we'll see how he does. I'm confident about that. But this injury to Slater, first of all, it's probably the worst injury outside having your quarterback go down, is that your dancing bear, your blindside protector, the guy you just paid $100 and some odd million to, 94 guaranteed. A week later, boom, goes down with a non-contact injury, torn patella tendon, like just horror stories. And I'm like, I've been a Chargers fan for my whole life essentially. So I was like, numb. I'm like, Groundhog Day again? Like every effing year, something like this happens, it seems. But that injury, like, wrecked shop of what they had planning going into this season because when they brought over Mekhi Becton, that was their biggest addition on that line, right? To play right guard. And it was going to be Mekhi Becton and Joe Alt on that right side. And that was going to be a wall to run behind. That was going to be, a formidable right side. And now they had to bring in our backup swing tackle, Trey Pipkins.
Yep.
You guys know who he is.
Yep.
He's average pass blocker, but he's not a good run blocker at all. So right now it's Joe Alt, Zion Johnson, who the fans are like, he's never lived up to that first round pick pedigree. He's an average left guard.
Sounds like another Zion I know.
And then they have Bradley Bozeman, the center, who none of us have been a fan of, but he was a scheme fit. And then they extended this guy. And I'll get into some of this in a little bit, but just get through this. And then it's Mekhi Becton, who all gave us panic attacks because of missed practice for 3 effing weeks. Right. And we're like, oh my God, what's going on? And then he came back last week. He came back to team individuals, and then they had a walkthrough, and he went through it 11 on 11s. Hasn't worn pads yet, but it's a great sign going into week 1, especially with Chris Jones. I don't know if you guys have peeked at the Raiders' depth on that D line. It's scary. I'll be flat out. It is scary. They're stacked, like first, second, and third depth wise on their in Kansas City, and so we'll see. But I expect, because during preseason the Chargers' backup O line, second and thirds and fourths, whoever, they've been dog shit, man, just absolute trash. And I think they're rated as one of the worst backup O lines in all of preseason. And So I think after this 26 cut down, right, they're going to be looking to see who people are dropping and whatnot. But that's my main concern right now is the offensive line. Other than that, I think it's all progressed pretty well. But
Yeah.
yeah, man.
Yeah, no
If you're
doubt. I
on
do. Whatever
Facebook,
happened with Andre James? Did they? I know.
YouTube.
Did they put Andre James as a third string center now?
So Andre's going to probably be during camp. They try to make Zion Johnson. They try to cross train him and to see if he could play center, because at center it kind of slows down a little bit for on the line. So I know that seems weird because they're kind of the quarterback of that line, but
True.
so they try to train him. It didn't work out. They were like, okay,
the key as a center.
Yeah. They were like, this is done.
Right.
So Andre James right now is the second string center, and they played him at like left guard and stuff, and it was bad. Like Andre James looked bad at guard, but this is what's pissed me off. This new regime came in, who I like. I love the GM that came from Baltimore and everything. They've drafted really well, and free agencies they've done really well as well. But they've neglected the O line in these last two drafts, like other than Joe Alt. But
yeah, I was going to say they got Alton Slater in the back-to-back, right?
well,
Or near back-to-back.
Slater's from Telesco era.
That's a Telesco pick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But he was also a number one.
yeah.
right. But what I apologies. I know it was a Telesco pick, but I mean they went tackle
Yep.
in either back-to-back or near back-to-back years to address that, but then they didn't do anything else. I think is what you're saying.
And then this year they did draft a kid out of Pittsburgh, University of Pittsburgh, Branson Taylor in like the 6th or 7th round, and he's a project, man. He's a project, but I think they want him to convert to being they have this obsession with, and I think other teams do as well, converting tackles into guards. They're getting these tackles from college and they want them to become guards in the NFL. And that's what I think they're doing with this Branson Taylor. But I'm telling you, this one injury threw this whole depth in a hot mess. And, I saw it firsthand in that playoff game. They could not block, they couldn't stop anything. Houston stunned it on them all game because they weren't afraid of the run game because there was no run game at that time. But we'll see what happens. I mean, I know I'm sounding like a Deborah Downer.
No, that's fine. We want to have you. That's what we want to hear from you the entire year. No offense. Yeah. No, fuck. I mean, yeah. I'm just saying. That's what we want to hear from you, Zed.
Other than that injury, right? Other than the O-line injury, and the dipshit at OC, I'm not a fan of our offensive coordinator Greg Roman at all. But the schedule's freaking brutal, guys. Our schedule is just nasty. It went from a soft schedule last year to this year. It's just like Warren Sharp. There's a guy on X. I don't know if you guys follow Warren Sharp. He's a good follow. I would follow him. He puts it out. Yeah, he puts out everybody's team, and he did our team with who, like the D lines, the edge guys that we're facing this year. And I'm just getting like PTSD. I was like, oh shit, here we go again. Because this is the second year they brought in a ton of weapons. They've got depth on the defense now, and we'll see, man. We'll freaking see, dude.
I think it's not that. It's a tough one, but your defense is still going to keep you in the games.
Sean, I think you're being nice. I'm a Chargers fan, buddy.
Nope. I'm a realist. Sorry.
I'm messing with you.
Yeah,
but you're right. You're right. The defense. So I know we only played starters this preseason once, and that was against the Rams, and it wasn't pretty. But they're rusty. I know other teams. I think the Raiders. I think the Broncos and Chiefs played them multiple games, right? Like a series or two.
Yeah.
The defense, though, even our backups, they looked really good. There's some dudes on this team, man. And now we're getting now we're going to get into the politics, the front office politics, because we drafted a dude the 4th round, Kyle Kennard out of South Carolina. Freaking, he was the #1 edge in the SEC last season, and this guy it's been crickets with him all preseason. And we've got a UDFA and another guy, that a 3rd-year player, Caleb Murphy, coming out of the woodworks, like looking like studs. So there's going to be a lot of what do they do? They're not going to cut their 4th round pick, right? Because there's money involved. So it's going to be interesting. This Tuesday is I'm already seeing rumors on X right before I joined you guys' show, where I was actually on the phone. The rumor is that they cut Tony Jefferson, and Tony, if you guys don't know who Tony Jefferson is, he's a safety that was a longtime safety for the Ravens, went into their scouting department, retired, and then they pulled him out of. They're like, "Hey, do you want to come to LA and play safety?" And he balled out last year, right? And he looks even better this year, but he put up the scissor emojis, and people are thinking like, wait, there's no way. And so we're going to see what happens with that, but I'm already kind of ticked off. So
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah, you may get Duggar.
Yeah. Kyle Duggar.
Yeah, Pats look like they're done. But again, Tuesday night starts the catch and release, right, Jay?
Yeah.
It's the catch and release. Get your fishing poles out, guys.
Seriously.
Yeah, and that's why I was saying, it's like, are we going to wait? And that's basically right now the -- question of the day for Raider fans is, who are we bringing in? Are we bringing in somebody who's free right now, or are we going to wait to see what the other, like you said, the catch and release? Because I think DTR is available now.
So are you guys worried about your 2nd-string quarterback? Is that your primary worry right now?
Yeah,
okay.
That's our primary concern right now. Is our 2nd-string cornerback and our next corner back, because we have
cornerbacks.
Yeah, well, okay, cornerbacks, I got it, but yeah, because our cornerbacks, I take it back, because Kai Kelly, I thought he did rather well when I saw him in the game. He played well. Stokes, I was like, I wasn't impressed with what I saw with Stokes. Porter needs some work, because if Porter is playing in the 4th quarter of your 3rd preseason game, that's not a good sign.
No.
When he's playing with the thirds, Porter needs work. They said that that there's some issues there. Bob says we also need a safety. So basically, our top haul is who's going to be our backup quarterback, and then who are we using to fill out our defensive secondary? Because I think we are okay on the starting positions overall. We're good at linebacker. People say we need like maybe 1 or 2 on the defensive line. I think we're good on defensive line.
No,
to include
totally disagree with that.
Okay, well, I'm just saying from what I saw.
Right. I know what you're saying.
Ends and tackles, we're decent. I mean, maybe we can pick up somebody, but I think we're good. But I mean, that's not the #1 priority. I would prioritize the defensive backs before I would prioritize somebody on the defensive line. But I'll let you run with that, because I think we're okay in comparison.
I'm getting like Cincinnati Bengals vibes with the Raiders if this offense does what I think it should do with Chip. I think your guys' offense. Now, who knows if it's week 1 or week 2? Like, who knows when it clicks, right? But I think your guys' offense has a chance to be pretty damn good. And then maybe that's their plan. They're like, let's just roll with this and see how many wins we can get this season, carry that momentum in next season, and then they just build up that defense. You guys are in a really good way with your cap going into next season. Like, Rome wasn't built in a day. I know there's some fans that are probably panicking and things like that, but I think this year 2 but this year one might surprise some people.
Yeah,
Well,
and I agree with you. Said I did. People were pissed at me when I said if you're looking for this team to go to the playoffs this year, just chill. This
AFC
is year
stacked,
zero.
man.
Year zero. Gel. I would say by mid to late. Actually, I'll take it. By late this year, then you're on year one. Because you didn't throw the baby out with the bathwater. You got the people that are on the team that contributing, and they're gelling as a unit by the midway through the end of the year. This is year one, okay? Because they're still gelling. I mean, it hasn't, in my opinion, hasn't happened yet. So as long as we figure out what's going on here, then the end of the year is year one, and then you got another draft, and then you got another year of free agency. And that's where I would say you need or you can expect, and I fully expect a precipitous climb in what the team can do. And that's why I said seven. Well, 7 wins gets me a win in Vegas on the over because I have 6.5. I'll take 7. If they
stay healthy, and I mean the Brock Bowers, the Genty, Smith, Crosby, we don't have depth in certain areas. If we stay healthy, if we're healthy at the end of the year, we're going to be at least in the hunt. And I can honestly say that they are like you said, they're talented on offense. I think they can stop the run. Can they stop the pass? That's what everybody's worried about. Again, it's going to see when we start into November. That's when football season really starts, and we'll see if everybody's healthy. And if we're not waiting for somebody for 6 more weeks or waiting for Gino to get healthy, or if he misses 2 games, 2 crucial games, that could detour it. But if you're healthy every game, I believe the Raiders are going to compete and be in every game.
The thing that
I have a concern. Here's a concern. Raider Twan hasn't said a word the entire time we've been here.
Well, and I was just about ready to say I want it because we've been, and Twan is always, Twan, we love you, man, but it's like sometimes you got to be an asshole and say, fuck it, I want it. Well, I know you don't use that term. You would say, gentlemen, I wholeheartedly agree or I wholeheartedly disagree, but this is what I'm thinking. And I want you out there voicing, brother, because that's like, oh, fuck, we lost.
What you think,
I don't want that to happen.
What do we need to do with AOC being out for 5 to 8 weeks? What do we need to do?
First, I'm going to answer that question, but first of all, I'm the young gun on the panel, so I respect my elders, and when my elders are talking, I let my elders talk. And I know you guys ain't too far away from my age. I'll give you that compliment, but you guys are still my elders. Second of all, and I will definitely answer that question. What I want to see from the Raiders organization, as soon as they got the diagnosis or the possibility of the diagnosis, Spytek should have been on his cell phone. We need a solid backup, and Cam Miller is not it. I repeat, Cam Miller is not the backup. He needs to sit where he's at, and he needs to develop. That's one of the issues that I think we had with Aiden O'Connell. We want him to be a starter, then we want him to be the backup, then he wants to be competition. And when you have a quarterback like that, you can mess with a quarterback psyche in regards to the movement of how you're placing him on the roster. So I think that's kind of the downfall in regards to what we're seeing with Aiden O'Connell. Unfortunately, with Aiden O'Connell, I believe he is who he is. I think what we saw from him, I don't think there's going to be anything better of what we can see out of Aiden O'Connell because of how we play with him as an organization, but as him as a player. Now, moving forward, what I would like to see is I would like Spytek to go over to Chip Kelly's office and say, hey, who is out there that is a veteran that has played in the NFL, that has played in your system, that is going to work well for us. Because I think that's the best option that we can get at this moment. Now, I haven't did the homework to figure out who that is, but I would like for it to be someone that has ran the Chip Kelly offense and that has been a veteran that has possibly won some games in the NFL to be our backup quarterback. Because at this moment, we don't have that. You know, Aiden O'Connell was a guy that we could have got by with because he has won some games in the NFL and he's starting to learn. He's obviously had a grasp of the system, but at this moment, we need to get somebody that's been sitting on the couch, that may have been at the 24-hour fitness getting a workout, you know what I'm saying, and has been just waiting for that phone call. But I believe it has to be a veteran, a quarterback to be in our backup spot, because Cam Miller is not that.
So who is that?
Well, somebody in your chat.
That's where I need to do, like I said, at this moment, I need to do some more homework to figure out who that person is. But I personally believe that it has to be someone of that criteria, someone that has possibly won some games, that has been a starter, but also has that aspect of connection with Chip Kelly, because we're off running, you know what I'm saying? And that's one of the issues that we have in the totality of our roster, is that we do not have the depth. We look very good with our starters. Our starters look great, but when you start talking about a linebacker goes down, or a corner goes down, or O-line goes down, it's, oh my gosh.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think we're in the same situation as you know, the brother over here with the Chargers, is he doesn't like his depth, and we're in a situation where we don't like our depth.
Right.
Okay. I'm doing the movie line. Yeah, or I'm paraphrasing a movie line. Military Mayo DTR. Come on, man. I know you guys seen An Officer and a Gentleman. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
It's a great movie.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Hey, I'm going to jump in real quick, if you don't mind, Cap. All right, before we went on, there was, and I don't know, and again, I hate TMZ networks, and I don't listen to the guys that just want to throw shit on the corner here and throw it on the wall. But Teddy Bridgewater just was named the backup to Baker Mayfield. So who's on the block right now?
Kyle Trask. That would be Trask, who
who came from Tampa Bay.
He's still he's still a rookie. Kyle Trask is still a rookie.
Well, he did. I agree. He was drafted in 2020, and as soon as he kind of, and again, I'm not saying that I like the kid at all. I'm just telling you who I heard is available. Now, the kid from UCLA that was released. I mean, if he's not on a plane right now, that means that Kelly didn't think much of him.
Yeah, and that would be Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
Military
Mayo DTR instead of DOR. Okay. It works. It works. That's why I throw in movie shit, because it works. Yeah, but DTR is a free. He's on the street. He's available. And living in fucking rancid, fucking fake pirate Tampon Bay, I implore you that Kyle Trask is not a fucking rookie. Okay, he's not a rookie. He sat behind our one of our many owners for a year. He already has a Super Bowl ring sitting behind one of our many owners, and he sat behind fucking fucktwat Baker Mayfield. Who drafted Mayfield? Was that you that drafted Mayfield, DZ?
No.
Cleveland.
No. I mean, no. In the fantasy. In the fantasy
not in this draft, but actually in my my home league, I did draft him.
Yeah. Okay.
5,000.
I knew somebody there. I do pay attention. I did remember that somebody here drafted Baker Mayfield. Okay, which is a good pick, but unfortunately, he has not able to supplant some guy named Brody or Breedy. I can't remember his name, but
Oh,
he
Tim
couldn't
Brady.
Tim. Yeah, Tim Brody. Yeah, Tim Brody. He couldn't get past Tim Brody. And then when the little fucktwat Mayfield came in, he couldn't get past him. I'm going to say I am a homer in the fact that he is a member of the Florida Gators. And historically, Florida Gator quarterbacks suck in the NFL. I will give you that. They suck in the NFL. Name me a Florida Gator quarterback other than Steve Superior that was actually decent in the NFL. And if you give me Rex Grossman just because he went to a Super Bowl, I will laugh vociferously at you. Because Rex Grossman,
how about one that's won a playoff game against the Broncos? I mean, against the Steelers.
No,
So
I'm not talking about. No, I'm not talking about.
I'm just asking what the parameters are.
I'm not talking about Jesus. I could have fucking shot putted the ball.
All right, I just have to make sure I go through my parameters.
I mean, that was the first name that came to my head. I was like,
no. I could, and I don't have an arm, and I would have used my cane. I could have shot putted the fucking ball to Thomas, the tight end, to win that game had I been in there. Okay.
So let me ask you. Let me ask you guys a question, Cap.
Sure.
You know, you guys are concerned about your backup QB, rightfully so, right?
Right.
Because Cam Miller, obviously. Okay,
I'm
well,
not worried about it.
hear me out. Because Cam Miller, you know, he's young, but I think you might want to get off of the has to be a Chip Kelly guy. And I hear because I think if you just get a solid vet, because the main part about for these backup quarterbacks is running a scout team, man, making your first defense in practice better, and scouting. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna think, if your quarterback goes down in this league, any quarterback, unless it was Dak when he had Cooper Rush that one year or whatever, you're screwed, right? Like, you're just gonna try to get through maybe that 1 or 2 games that he's out. Like, if Geno goes down, look, better draft pick for you guys next season. Like, that's just, I know it's sad.
I don't like that.
Herbert goes down, I'm like, it's done. It's done.
Yeah.
Trey Lance.
Just be aware of it. Cam Miller looked fucking great.
2 weeks ago.
In the first preseason game, he looked freaking amazing.
I think just a savvy vet, man. Getting any savvy. I don't want to say any.
But one with legs. One with legs. We can't have a flagpole.
Sure, off script
Right.
guy
No,
that can use his legs. So
Yeah.
DTR would be a great pick. Yeah.
R. Spell it for me, Mayo. DTR. Okay.
Well, then
Not because he's a Chip Kelly guy. That's a bonus though. But
That's a
like
huge
a
bonus.
6-year
Yeah.
vet. That it's a 6-year vet that actually has been around. He is a savvy vet that actually does know Chip Kelly's playbook. He hasn't been able to last long for team to team. But what are you looking for in a backup quarterback? Is somebody you can come in and plug and play. If you're playing your backup quarterback, you obviously have a problem. Okay, but if your backup quarterback, you can come in and plug and play, then that is your guy. He meets all the parameters. I would rather have DTR than Kyle Trask because Kyle Trask is not very mobile. He's a statue. He can throw it a mile, but he's a statue. And I want to welcome to the show Spencer Young from our upcoming opponents. I'm calling them the Patriots this year, sir, because you got rid of all your Patriot aspects.
Oh,
the Patriots.
Patriots. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I called them the Patriots. So, Spencer, welcome to the show as well. We are lamenting about what we are going to be doing, and we had DZ on, and I think has everybody at least chimed in about something. I want to make sure that I speak this around.
No,
I caught this last part about
Let's
DTR. I've
hear him,
seen
Nav.
DTR play live. You don't want him. He's a jag.
Just
Just
another
the
guy.
If he had to play, he's nothing special.
Well, we'll know if he's on a plane soon because if they like him that much, he's available and Chip Kelly puts the thumbs up. The only thing you could do is bring him in, at least say, hey, we're giving you a physical as you're watching The Wire. You know what I mean? At least get him in the building if Chip Kelly likes him. And then if something else comes up, then you can toss him out the door. But that's kind of what I'm waiting for, is to hear if somebody's on a plane right now.
Yeah, I will agree. I liked Cam Miller.
I do too.
From what limited I've seen of him, he looks pretty good.
So what scared you guys this last game? Freaked you guys out about Cam?
Not just his last game.
Starting quarterback. He really does. Cam Miller, just like our starting quarterback. I mean, he really does.
But that's where
operates the same way as him. That is your best QB2. Now, however, if you want to go out and get a veteran, you want a freaking dude to come in and freaking rally the troops, Jameis Winston.
No!
Well, he will be available, I believe. I agree with you. I agree with you. But I would still, I'm with you on the Cam Miller over Jameis Winston.
Yeah, but if you want a dude who's going to come in there and rally the troops and be a freaking launching the freaking football all over the freaking place.
Yeah, but into the other hands. Yeah, and I've seen it.
If I want somebody to grab me as many fucking king crab legs as possible and eat a W, okay, then my voice is for Jameis fucking Winston. Remember where I'm at, guys. Remember where I'm at. Fucking Jameis fucking Winston. I'm here in Tampon Bay. No. And by the way, Darren, yes, that is a Charger hat that our friend DZ has, because this is multicultural show. So it's multicultural. So DZ is a Charger guy.
We are
go ahead, sir.
So Jack, you're just flat out just freaking telling me I'm wrong.
Yep, I'm fucking telling you you're wrong, Senior. You're fucking wrong.
I like Cam Miller. I do like Cam Miller.
I'd rather have DTR than Jameis because he knows the fucking playbook. Jameis is not a playbook guy. He is a God, what am I going to do? I'm going to and he's great for throwing downfield, but
that's the guy.
Who is he throwing it to? No. Who is he throwing it to? Remember his record.
Right.
Remember his record.
Exactly
he had 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions, which is a net gain of 0.
QB3. Exactly what we need for QB3. Exactly what we do.
You don't really have the weapons downfield to put Jameis out there.
No.
Oh, no. For QB3, perfect. I'm not saying QB2. Cam Miller is QB2.
Well, I disagree.
I think no.
I'm just telling you.
This is what worries me about Cam Miller. And they talked about it. They talked about it yesterday when I was watching the Giants game with Jackson Dart. Yeah, he looks good right now. He looks good. But game 3, you're playing against the Ravens defense. There's 5 minutes left in the game, and the crowd's going crazy. You're down to 11 seconds on the clock. They're showing different kinds of blitzes. This guy's going to piss his pants a little bit. And I'm just saying, that's going to be definitely going to be Cam Miller. And that's why you just need I understand. I just believe that I did agree with that analogy. That's going to be a tough one because they're really pumping Jackson Dart. No, he's not. We're talking about the Raiders, but I love Cam Miller, believe me. But you know what? Give him a year. Get him back there. Let him stand on the sidelines and watch the game. So fast. Not this vanilla offense, the vanilla defenses that they're seeing, the vanilla offenses, no blitz, no safety blitzes. Right now, the clock, they're sending in, run this play, no audibles. They're running the play brought in. And in game 3, game 4, these defenses are going to know his deficiencies. And that's what's going to work. Cam Ward, I believe you. Believe me, I'm on your side. But I just need him to watch the game for a year build
get
himself
what
up.
you're
He's a
saying,
little
but
small.
not-
He's a little
he's
small.
not gonna
Build himself
play.
up. And then next year when he comes into camp, he's got a year under his belt. He's seen the speed of the game.
But he's
And
not
now
gonna
you can get,
play.
that's our backup.
But
So
he's
I think
not
you guys are
gonna play
definitely.
because Gino has no freaking injury record. Hardly at all.
I got you. Then why the fuck do we need an old fucker that's doing nothing for us other than capable
But
of
you
throwing
asked,
30
Who would you
touchdowns
bring
and 30
in, Jack?
interceptions?
That's what
I
you
don't
asked.
want that. No, I
You
don't want
asked
that.
that. That was the question.
I don't. Fuck that. And by the way, for all the people that are talking about trading for Shador Sanders, you guys are fucking smoking too. Okay?
You gotta be
These are-
fucking high.
Why the fuck?
You don't
Why
like
the
Sanders?
fuck?
Shit,
Why
we
the
should
fuck?
do it, bro.
Why the fuck did we
Fuck
trade
outta
for Shador Sanders when he isn't even the third quarterback, maybe the third quarterback?
You
on
can't
the Browns.
you
He'll
can't
be the
evaluate
fourth
anything
quarterback.
based on what the Browns do. The Browns are the worst run team. In the
I
league.
agree.
They're a bunch of
Okay.
clowns.
I know.
It's a clown
But
show
it
over
is-
there.
But
Like,
the
Dylan
beauty,
Gabriel doesn't even belong in the league.
right? But the beauty of
Hot
it
take.
is
Hot
they
take.
freaking traded their freaking shitty freaking team to the Jags by freaking trading freaking Travis Hunter's fucking pick. Fucking took like 3 first-rounders from them, 2 first-rounders and shit to let them have Travis Hunter. Are you fucking serious? That's not what you guys needed. For crying out loud, the Jags. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was
Hey,
bad.
Biggie,
We already
that would have worked.
traded Joe.
That would have worked. That would have worked had the Patriots not traded him to the fucking Cowboys because I wanted Joe Milton.
Yeah.
I wanted Joe Milton. That would have worked, but now we got to trade with fucking Jerry fucking Jones to get Joe Milton because I wanted Joe Milton as one of those possibilities. And again, I'm gonna ask Spencer, who is your backup quarterback?
Our backup quarterback is we
Joe
just got our
Milton?
third stringer,
No.
so it's the alopecia guy.
The Appalachian State.
Jalen Milrow.
Dobbs.
No,
Dobbs.
Dobbs.
Dobbs. J.K. Dobbs. Yeah.
Josh Dobbs.
Josh Dobbs.
Okay.
Serviceable. He can run.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't want to
Josh
see him.
ain't bad.
He's a
I don't wanna
rocket
see him.
scientist.
Let's
Okay.
just keep Drake May healthy and not see Dobbs.
Well, that's going to be your guys' problem because your offensive line is like our cornerbacks in the Chargers offensive line too. That's why they went out and got some offensive linemen for Drake May.
See, but with
Yeah.
that situation, that's why it works.
Oh,
Obviously they clearly have Drake May as their number one quarterback, but
Right.
to have a Dobbs behind him
Oh,
that
look.
has been a starter in this league,
Yep.
that has won some games in this league, that's why you have him as a backup quarterback. So
Exactly.
Plus, he's a good
you may
guy.
not like it works. You want that guy, that second guy. You know, when he comes in, you're not having a heart attack where, hey, can you hold us down for 1 or 2 games while
Right.
our starter gets it together? You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the situation may be. So that you guys are in a better situation than a lot of teams in the NFL.
Absolutely. And plus, he's
Yeah.
a good
You're
team
good,
guy
Biggie.
too.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard.
I gotta add.
Yeah, he's a good character.
Somebody needs to go in their fucking show and eradicate a fucktwad.
Someone needs to call pest
I
control. Is that
saw
what you're
it.
saying?
Yep.
Your
Somebody
friend's back
go
in here.
into there.
He comes to my show too, but he
It's
doesn't
one of-
attack
it's
me
one
like
of
he attacks
those-
you.
It's one of those clip shows. I'm not going to have a fucktwad in here, please. There are 3 people, and I thank everybody for broadcasting to your channel. I appreciate it, but if you put them in fucking timeout at least,
It's not on. It's
or
not on
get
me.
rid of it.
It's not on my channel.
I think it's taken
It's
care
either
of.
okay. If it's you or Twan, thank you. Whoever it is, get rid of that fucking fucktwad. Okay. Yeah, Captain Jack does hate you because you are a fucktwad. I agree. you're taking notes. You couldn't take notes if you had a fucking typewriter, a pen, a notepad, a stethoscope, a secretary, 3 secretaries. You couldn't take notes on anything, you fucking fucktwat.
It's done.
I'm not crying. I just don't like you. You're a fucktwat. Thank you. If you would have shut up, you could have watched the show. I'm sorry, gentlemen.
Right.
I mean, go ahead. What? Come over to YouTube, guys.
So
I apologize for that break. Go ahead.
Your show, buddy.
I want to.
Oh,
No. I don't agree with that. I am definitely like Jeff Spicoli. I'm serious about this. I'm like Jeff Spicoli. Okay, if I'm here and you're here, doesn't it make it our show, Mr. Hanna? It's our show. Okay.
Sounds good.
Our show. This is our pizza. Yeah, it's the pizza. You know, right? It's the pizza guy. But
better get a good one.
I'm here and you're this. This is our show. That's why I like Navman being here. That's why I like DZ being here. That's why I like Twan being here. That's why I like Spence being here. This is our show, and I like
Spicoli
to
was so
entertain people.
sad when Mr. Hand divvied out the pizza.
Mr. Hand.
The face was classic.
He was just like he looked like he was gonna cry. Which
You
that's a great
did.
movie. Yes,
Dude, you're ripping my card.
Yeah, Biggie Brocco. No. Hey, Biggie, dude, Biggie and I hated. Well, I wouldn't say hated. I didn't like Big E because of his. He was jabbing. But once you get to know him, Biggie's awesome. Okay, because he brings football knowledge. And that's what I like. Okay, if you're just gonna sit here and just do stupid shit, I don't want to hear from you. Okay. I don't like Sanders. He's our second quarterback and wins for us and learns. No, Bish. I'm sorry. I'm not enamored with what I saw from Sanders this preseason. He had a great first game. But why are you trading for a rookie when we got a rookie on our team that's capable to play eventually?
I think
That's
he's a
why I
better
don't want to
rookie
trade.
than Sanders too.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
And
Anyway,
it doesn't come with the fanfare and the baggage. I mean, that's what worries me is I live in San Diego, so I remember the whole LeVar Ball thing going with the Lakers, and it was a distraction, and I don't need that distraction around my team. It seems like Carroll's got our team, poised to be, close and close niche, and I just don't want the circus that comes with it. And it's just the circus. I'm sorry that if you don't understand, but it's just a circus, and I don't need it around us.
born and raised in Escondido.
Yeah.
I don't know where you're at in San Diego.
Carlsbad.
Okay, there you go, North County.
Oh,
I no
yeah.
longer live there. I live in Maryland now, but born and raised Escondido kid. So
Oh, nice. Well, when did you move out?
2013. But
Okay.
I was like 4th generation San Diego at that time. We still have family there. But
So you understand how we feel now going to Allegiant Stadium.
oh yeah, definitely.
Because I went to all the games at San Diego, and
Yeah.
you got
Raiders
that.
took over Qualcomm.
Well,
Definitely.
and we're seeing what we used to laugh at you about.
Yeah. I still say, look, I know there's not many Chargers fans in here, and there's like this weird thing going on because you're in San Diego right now. Like, there's so many ex-Charger fans there, right? Because they have that loyalty to San Diego, and they're like "fu" to LA.
Yep.
And this is why, look, this isn't me coming off. I'm just a fan, right? And I've watched what Raiders fans have done for their team. Oakland, LA, Oakland, now Vegas, or whatever. However, if I got that wrong, I apologize.
No, you're right.
They've stood by their team, and the ex-Charger fans are blaming the owner for moving 2.5 hours north after I don't want to get into this because it's a whole long spiel, but
Right.
this is what pisses me off about my fan base. And I've said I hate half my fan base. I think I fucking can't stand them. But they just refuse to support him, and they're like, we're just gonna be Padre fans now, which is fine. Do that, but you're really missing out, man. Like they could have used the support, and I get playing in a soccer stadium was pretty trash until SoFi opened up in I think it was 21, I believe. But like the Raiders fans, they stick by their team. Like they've done it, and you guys haven't been good, right, for a while, and you're still sticking by your team. The Raider Nation shows out, and that's why I always have to respect them, even though I hate them on game day. I always have to respect Raider Nation for that. So
When they start winning, Vegas will turn black again.
100%, yeah, I agree, and it's gonna happen
Hey,
sooner
I
than
want to
later.
make sure
Hope so.
everybody, like I said, Spence, what is the outlook for the pay? And again, I'm saying Patriots this year because I do respect. Did who we lose? Oh, we lost Nabman. Oh shit. Okay. Hopefully Nabman comes back. Hopefully Nabman will come back. What are we looking like as far as the pay? Because again, I like Mike Vrabel.
Yeah,
When we
I do
needed a
too.
coach, and before Carroll was named,
Right.
because they were floating names, and I said I want Pete Carroll, but I also said, oh, I want Mike Vrabel because he's available, and I would love to have Vrabel, but they said, nah, he's as good as done going to New England, and now it's kind of like it was set in stone. And by the way,
Yeah.
I do think that Jared Mayo got a raw fucking deal
I
worse
agree.
Antonio Pierce, because at least Jared Mayo can fucking coach.
Wasn't
And I
Jared
said-
Mayo handpicked
Oh, I
by
don't think
Kraft too?
He was.
Well,
he
Jared Mayo
couldn't, he
was-
couldn't
yeah.
coach. He wasn't ready for that job.
Hey, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I guess-
He'd never even been a coordinator. How about a guy that's never even been a coordinator hiring a staff of guys that have never been coordinators?
Why do you think
not
Kraft
one
did
person
that,
on his
Spence?
team? Not one per. I don't know, because Kraft's an idiot.
Okay.
I
He's
have
an
a
idiot.
I have a question for the Patriot fan, and this is something that I've been dying to ask
Okay.
a Patriot fan specifically.
Okay.
And
Ask away.
I'm glad you're on
I'm
the show.
sure.
Do you believe that Vrabel is a part of the Belichick coaching tree? Would you
No,
consider
never
him a
coached
part
under
of the coaching
Belichick.
tree?
No.
No. Okay.
He played for Belichick. He never coached under him.
Yeah, and I've had conversations with people asking that same question, and I feel the same way. I'm like, yes, he was a a good linebacker under Belichick, but he's not considered the Belichick tree, because there's a lot of people that question, and the reason why it's kind of like a longer discussion, but it goes into the people that have had success, from the Belichick tree. When you start looking at guys that came from the Belichick tree, their their coaching, doesn't look too good. You got McDaniels.
People immediately forget Nick Saban was one of his assistant coaches, maybe the greatest college coach of all time.
Yeah, he's one of them for sure. Yeah, but there was
Remember,
Charlie
he went to
Weiss.
the NFL.
Yeah, but didn't
Not in the
Saban-
NFL.
Charlie Weiss had a couple of winning seasons.
Charlie
in Notre
Weiss.
Dame. I mean,
Then
got
the
fired, but he
guy,
wasn't
the
great.
defensive coordinator, Romeo Crennel.
Yeah, Cornell.
You're taking my fucking
He was not.
ammunition,
He was
man.
not
I
a
was
head
going to
coach.
Charlie Weiss,
Just like Josh McDaniels
Mangini.
not a Mangini actually didn't do bad.
Oh, do not. Hey! That's a fucking swear word. That's a swear word. Don't even fucking mention that name. I'm giving you a lot of shit because I go fast. No. Not Mangenius, but it does begin with an M, and there's a Mick in it. Okay, and Ken is gone because I told Ken he can't call him McShitnuts on my show anymore, because he used to call him McShitnuts, and that was while he was our coach. And I said, I don't like him either, but while he's our coach, please refrain from calling him.
Respect it.
Yep,
I'm with you. I do the same thing.
Now the minute he's gone,
they
fired. I call him McFired, and he liked that. That was a nice little, a bridge. Not he's not McFired anymore. He's McFired. But
I was pulling for him when he went to the Raiders, but it was he's just not cut out to be a head coach.
Well, we kicked Harbaugh to the curb for him, and my kids were pissed. They were literally by five
Yeah,
boys.
Harbaugh
They
a
were
hardcore
pissed.
mistake.
kicked
Should have
Harbaugh
hired
for what?
Harbaugh this year.
For McDaniels. When McDaniels came, Harbaugh was also romancing the Vikings at the same time, if you remember, because
Oh, this was a few years ago. Okay.
right.
Yeah.
Remember, Michigan was not happy with him because
Yep.
he lost to Ohio State again.
Yep.
So he didn't bail out before the miracle happened, but he definitely was kicking the our tires, and my
People
boys
don't
were all over.
realize that
I wanted
Harbaugh,
Harbaugh in New England when I knew
coached-
he was gonna get pushed out of Michigan.
yeah,
Yeah.
he
The first
coached
time
with
yes, the second time no.
Yeah.
he coached with the Raiders back in the day. He was friends with Al Davis. Al Davis thought he was batshit crazy going back to USD. He was
Yeah.
like, dude, he was like, what are you doing, man? Like, we're trying to get you to get higher in the NFL. And Harbaugh took that USD thing and
Stanford.
then then Stanford, then San Fran. But it's the right path for him. But Al at the time was probably like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
Yeah, because he was Gannon's quarterback coach for the Super Bowl year.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this second time around, I don't think Harbaugh was really even looking at us. I think he really was hell bent on the Chargers situation because they actually have a franchise quarterback.
Yep, you're right.
that was
You're
the rumor.
exactly right.
It
Yep.
was Ben Johnson was also, and it was Rabel. And then I think they kind of said like we're set on Jim because they needed somebody to turn that franchise around in a hurry because where are they playing, guys? LA right now they're still second fiddle, third fiddle, fourth fiddle, fifth fiddle, whatever you want to say. There's so many
Fifth fiddle. They're
fifth, sixth, whatever you want to say, right?
Sorry.
I mean, Raiders fan
Because
base is still huge there.
Right. You got USC. Okay,
UCLA.
USC's number one. USC then the Raiders are probably No. I'm talking football. I'm talking football.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, I was just going through teams.
Right. In football, it's Raiders USC in LA. Raiders USC. Then it's UCLA. Then it's the Rams. And then it's the Chargers. And I hate saying it. I mean, because DZ's there, but that's the hierarchy of football in LA.
Oh yeah, I agree. 100%.
But
so the thing is
is that valid? I heard San Diego moving back to San Diego.
It's going to
LA
happen.
moving.
It's going to happen.
Chargers moving back to San Diego?
Here's my theory. I don't know anything, but what I'm saying is at some point there will be a guy from FedEx, JetX, BedX, Ring Calendar, whatever, is going to take that team, buy him a stadium, come back to San Diego, be man of the year, Time Magazine man of the year, and he's going to be beloved because the Chargers belong in San Diego.
Here's my theory, and I've had this theory for years. The Spanos, right? They've never been a wealthy family,
money wealth,
money wealth in ownership of the NFL, right? They're still a family ownership. I mean, if you guys remember, you don't have to remember, they sold a large percent of their stake to the Detroit Pistons owner, basketball guy. I think they sold him like 20 some odd percent or whatever it is. My theory is they went after Harbaugh. I mean, they gave him a lot of money. They gave him the keys to the castle. They brought in an excellent staff, which they haven't done their whole time in LA. They were just hiring these pissant coaches, just within trash staffs. It was, I mean, some good guys. They had Shane Steichen and some other really good guys in there. I don't want to disrespect some other people, but anyways, my theory is they want to win a Super Bowl, right? Break that curse, and then they're going to sell the franchise.
Absolutely, I 100% agree.
And they're going to sell it, and then where it goes, who knows? Because look, the NFL guys said we're never going to have a Super Bowl in San Diego again until you build a new stadium in San Diego or Qualcomm gets major refurbishment. And they couldn't afford it, right? They didn't have that liquid wealth to do it, so they had no choice, and they kind of cock-blocked the Raiders from moving to LA, and so did the owners. I think 30 owners voted to keep them out of LA. So Yeah, man.
Yeah, when they
it's-
were going to make that dual stadium with them, with the Chargers and the Raiders in LA.
that would have
Yeah.
been weird. That would have been
That would
weird.
have
as
been
hell.
weird.
God.
Yeah,
I want to apologize to Navman because I do watch that. I didn't realize you were backstage. Thank God. If you need to get my attention, I do read shit in the comments section. So it's like, oh, okay, he is backstage. So I apologize.
Welcome back,
three-
Madman.
I
Edward
got
made a
three points, brother. I'm sorry.
I had a
I'm
Wi-Fi
trying to-
glitch. I had a Wi-Fi glitch. Had to fix it.
Edward made a good comment. He says LA Coliseum is the only place to play football on real grass. I fucking hate that SoFi is turf. Guys get hurt on that all the time. It's concrete underneath there. I can't stand turf. I think turf is the worst thing for our sport. It needs to be grass no matter what. Like Arizona has and Vegas did, where they have the retractable grass come out. It's the smartest thing ever.
It's so what they were last year at the end of the year, our grass was looking kind of crappy because in Vegas, right around November, the weather gets kind of bad.
Right. Yeah.
But so when that thing was brought in during the games, man, it was definitely.
they
but
can
it's
paint
better.
it.
It's better than turf. I totally get it.
It's way safer
is.
for the players. The NFL
Yep.
cries every year about NFL safety, and it's getting worse and worse, and we're seeing more and more injuries. And it has to do with NFLPA as well. But turf is probably one of the biggest reasons for soft tissue injuries, I think, in the NFL right now.
Yep, I agree with you.
You know, I think the bigger issue is why they haven't even, and this is just the NFL in its totality. Why haven't they addressed the field issue over there at MetLife? It seems like every year somebody somebody's blown, and I hate when, like, you know, when the schedule comes out, it's like, oh, we got to go over there and play New York, because I'm like, please don't let it be one of our players that gets, because it seems like every game somebody's knee is getting blown or something, and they don't even have turf. I think it's actually some form of grass, but whatever quality is horrible.
Yeah.
And then we're playing week 1 in Brazil, and I think Packers and Eagles played there last year and said the turf was horrible.
Yeah,
so now I got to worry about that shit too.
Yeah, you guys are that. I know how you feel, buddy. I know how you feel.
Not that I wish injuries on anyone. I don't wish injuries on anybody.
Yeah, I get it.
No,
but I don't mind. I don't mind them if they happen. Okay.
Look, I'm a fan too, dude. I'm a fan. I get it.
I get it.
Shit happens, and
I mean, let's just say, doesn't everybody in the stage or on the show here, when Patrick Mahomes goes down, it's fun to watch.
You don't want to hear what I've said in some chats when we played Patrick Mahomes week 1. I'm like,
kill that motherfucker.
So, like, I'm like, Mac, this is your last year, Mac. You're probably retiring after this year. Make it count, brother. Like, let's do it.
Hey, I will admit that, and I will admit to
Let's do
Spencer, I can't remember what year it was, but the year, I'll fucking say his name, that Tom Brady got wiped out in game 1. And I remember being in Oakland that game a while ago.
Yeah.
And they blew his knee.
And he got wiped out in game 1. And I did a giggle jiggy dance in the
what?
Who was that against? Was that against you guys?
No. We played him later. Matt Castle ended up being the quarterback after that.
Wait, hold on.
I watched it on TV.
He won like 11 games with Castle too.
Wait.
Yeah, right.
Hold on. You said you did a jiggy
A
giggle
giggle jiggy dance. The same dance.
Jiggy dance.
That's got to be on your intro.
The same dance I did when the operations officer on the USS Princeton got fired. And I know this is Navy, so for you guys that know what I'm doing.
Okay, I got you.
When the ops boss,
I get you.
When the ops boss on my ship, who was such a he was a double fuck twat, kind of like that guy that I don't like. He was a double fuck twat. And when he got fired, you don't fire officers on a ship very rarely. He got fired. And I did a giggle jiggy dance in the CIC because his ass was on a helicopter the next day.
Did it look like the Gritty?
Hi, motherfucker. Peace.
It was
What's
like
that
it was like
Creedence-
the one for
What's that
You know, like
Creedence
the- like,
Clearwater song where it's
No,
he's talking about a dance and it sounds like a Creedence Clearwater
no,
song?
it's my dance. It's like the dude on the show, the black guy who danced like a white guy on the show. Whatever it is.
Carlton.
Oh,
You know who I'm talking about. On the Will Smith
freaking,
show.
Carlson.
On the Will Smith show. Yeah. His
yeah,
Carlton.
Carlton.
Carlton dance. It's kind of like
Carlton.
it's a combination of the Captain Jack Carlton dance, and that's what it. Thank you, Ron. Fresh
Yeah,
Prince.
Carlton.
The combination of it's like the Carlton dance with some Captain Jack moves, and it's a giggle jiggy dance because I was so fucking happy. That's the way it is.
Love it.
Giggle jiggy dance. That's it. So.
Giggle
And again,
jiggy
no,
dance.
I don't wish it on people because the minute you start wishing it on somebody, karma comes back at you.
That's
But
bad. It's
if
bad.
your
It's
guy's
not a good
injured-
deal.
If your
Yeah,
guy is
it's-
injured, hey, sorry, next man up. Next man up.
Yeah.
I just saw in your comments
want-
somebody said that Cleveland's going to carry 4 quarterbacks into the season.
They are. They are.
No,
They are.
They are.
Cleveland never surprises me. Stupidest.
Yeah, right. They're
organization in
stupid.
football.
they're gonna.
Run
They're
by
gonna
the
put
ball.
Dylan. They're gonna put Dylan Gabriel on special teams.
Well, the thing is, technically, remember, guys, they got 5 quarterbacks.
They started
They got
Flacco.
5 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Okay, because remember,
Deshaun
Deshaun
Watson's
Watson's
one of them.
still on that team. Deshaun
Yeah.
Watson's still on their team. Okay, he's IR'd for the year,
Just paying
but
them.
they got 5.
Never-
They're carrying 4 quarterbacks until somebody is stupid enough to trade for one of the guys on the bottom of that roster. Okay,
And nobody
Well,
will
waiting
because
for-
Cleveland's a clown show.
Well, that's what they ran into, Captain Jack. I think what they thought is, oh, we're going to bring in a whole bunch of quarterbacks. Some of these are going to pan out. Some of these are not going to pan out, and they're realizing, no matter what, whether you like Shador or Dylan Gabriel, there's value for those guys. You know what I'm saying? So you can't get rid of those guys now. They're at least worth a 5th or 6th round pick.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
So
minimum.
you'd be stupid for them to get rid of them. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that could equate a draft pick for them
Right.
down the road.
And
Right.
remember when the final 53, I'm using air quotes here, the final 53 that you see on Wednesday is going to be drastically different by the weekend.
Yep.
Drastically different
It's going
by
to be
the
catch
weekend.
and release.
Because
It's
remember,
going to be a catch and release weekend.
Yeah.
because there are guys you're going to put on injured reserve. You got to have them on the initial 53. The guys
You
you're
got
gonna
that
put on
new
injured
rule this
reserve.
year, Jack, Captain,
What-
where you
what's
can
that,
do
sir?
2 short-term IR
Yep,
stints with
Short-term
players.
IRs, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's going to be huge.
So that's going to be
It's gotta
AOC.
be-
One of them will be AOC.
But they got to
You're
be
right.
on the initial 50. They got to
But
be on
he
the
will-
initial
he-
53.
He
Yeah.
will be, but then
Yeah.
they're going to IR him. So exactly. So
Right.
that'll open up a spot. And there's 2 this year, like he said, perfectly.
It'll be interesting to see how these
Yeah.
GMs. I'm glad. I mean, I'm not glad you guys got rid of Tom Telesco, but for your sakes, I mean, it's huge because that guy. I mean, you guys are complaining about depth, but I mean, that guy was the king of no depth. Like we were the paper tigers every offseason. I'm glad that
Win right fucking now. Gotta
I'm
win
glad
right fucking
Denver's taken that title this year. They are the offseason champs, in my opinion. I mean,
Yeah.
nobody's talking about them.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, they're deep. They look deep. Like they're gonna make some cuts that I could see some of our teams taking some of their guys.
I just don't like Bo
Yeah.
Nix, bro. I just don't like him.
I do.
don't- I see him making bad fucking reads a lot.
My issue with Bo last season, I mean, everybody saw he progressively got better, but my issue was his intermediate throws. He had 0 accuracy, but they brought in some other guys. They're going to help. One of his problems in Denver is their running backs were trash last season with that behind that O-line. They had probably arguably a top 3 O-line last year. So we'll see them coming into this year.
Well, they
but,
got a very nice running back, and Bo Nix is a winner.
Yeah.
He's a winner. Always that guy played. Some of the best college football I've ever seen was him and Michael Penix dueling it out.
Marcus Russell was a winner, bro.
Not really. He actually only played 1 year. Bo Nix played like college football for almost 10 years. He was like that guy.
Yeah.
The guy's almost 27. He's almost as
He
old
was
as
a
Derek
6-year
Carr.
guy, right? Yeah, he was 6 years.
He was a 6-year guy, but the guy, believe me, I wanted him. I'm glad we have Brock Bowers. Believe me, do love Brock Bowers. I was wanted Penix, Nix, either one of those guys, because I watched those guys battle each other, and both of those guys are very, very, very good quarterbacks. Very good.
I mean, bringing up Bo, like you see what Indianapolis did with Anthony Richardson. You're like, what are you guys smoking, man? Like, what were you guys?
Ron Raspberry said it perfectly right there. Tim Tebow was a winner in college as well.
Yeah, I was just about ready to put that.
He
That's
was,
why
he was a
I'm
winner in the pro too.
Yeah.
So is Jalen.
He's a
So is Jalen Hurts, another winner.
Yeah. And Captain Jack, one of the things that for the Raiders, just in general, we're gonna have an issue, especially with if they're actually really considering putting AOC on the list. We already have somebody on IR. We put Lonnie Johnson on IR. So
You're right. You're exactly right.
If there's some other injuries that do come along, we might be in some trouble. So Spy Tech has to play that game because
I got you, but I don't know, is Lonnie on the short term or the long term?
No, he's done for the season, right?
No,
right.
Lonnie's done. Yeah, so that's not going to go against your guys.
I don't think so. I don't think Lonnie John. They said he would be back in 6 to 8 weeks. So so you have two now, right? And then if somebody other than comes on, then you would have to either retire or what they call them when they pay him out, injury release, and we're not there yet, so let's not even worry about that yet. All we've been worrying about now the last 3 weeks is watching our vanilla offense and our vanilla defense, and hoping that like I think I mentioned it last week when I was at the game last week. Damn, that Dante Thornton and Adams. Holy crap. Those dudes are so much faster than everybody else. Dante Thornton, I was watching him warm up and it was scary fast. I've never seen it like that. I mean, realistically, I remember watching Henry Ruggs, but this guy's so tall. He almost reminds me of like a prize horse running. And the only knock on him I have right now is he needs to get a little bit more handsy, like physical on his hands on the line. But he's right. And you know what? I noticed he's kind of tips off the pass. He'll learn that. I know he will. But what a physical specimen that kid is. He is huge.
So just so you guys know, I live in Tennessee.
I'm sorry. Because again, I know that you saw him in Tennessee, and I wanted to get that. But go ahead and say that. Then I want to ask Spencer a question as well. Go ahead there, Nav.
So I just want you to know I live in Tennessee, and I met Dante, right? And this dude, I'm 6'2", man, and when I stand next to him, I'm a fucking dwarf. By the way, and he's a fucking monster, like Shannon Sharp's like build. You know what I mean? But a little bit taller and way faster. And
it's lightning.
And the thing about it is, I was watching Nico, this fucking douchebag, that freaking had to leave freaking Tennessee because he got fucking nobody could stand him.
Oh yes, that guy.
And I'll tell you what, there are freaking like banners in the yard saying Nico's a wanted man in Tennessee.
Oh wow!
I'm telling you that wanted man.
Doesn't fuck
I mean,
around.
there's these banners like it's a boat. You know what I mean? Like it's a boat. for him to be freaking banned from the state of Tennessee, right?
Nav, were you a volunteer supporter?
Yes, 100%. I'm a Vols guy.
Yeah,
right.
He takes
But I will tell you
bills
this.
for it.
This
He takes
dude,
bills for it.
this dude hand catches when the ball's not on him. If the ball's not on him, he'll reach out and catch him. But if it's on him, he'll bring it to his body. He's gonna have to change that.
Right.
I mean, we've been talking about him for weeks, man, and it's looking like it's coming to fruition.
Yes.
So, yeah,
last game, dude, freaking caught a ball he shouldn't have caught, man. And I was like, damn, okay, now he's becoming a pro. You know?
And a decoy for Brock Bowers.
Oh shit.
There you go.
With Brock and Jacoby and everybody else. But the thing about it is this. That dude's a big body and he will put you on your ass too.
And I'm going to show you gentlemen this. This is me breaking my own arm, patting myself on the back because I said in a show earlier when I was on talking with Miss Peggy, because Miss Peggy does a lot of good knowledge. I'm gonna talk to Spencer in a second. I told Miss Peggy, I said, well, we don't have anybody. Who do we have as the wife? I said, Miss Peggy. I said, we have Dante Thornton. I saw him at UT because I'm an SEC guy. I know what he can do. Okay.
Right.
He's big, he's strong, and he's going to be that guy. Well, he hasn't done shit yet. Okay. Well, technically, he still hasn't done shit yet. In comparison, doesn't have any official NFL games. But like I said, this is me breaking my own arm. I'm breaking my arm, patting myself on the back because I said, watch him. He's gonna be that guy, which is the segue to Spencer. Now, I haven't really been paying attention. And by the way, yeah, you can't teach 6-5-4-3-3.
No, can't.
You can't teach that.
That's Megatron. That's Megatron fucking
Yes,
number.
it is. Yes, it is.
I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
6-5-4-3.
Wait for
can't
2
do that.
years
All
and
you-
see that body.
Right. And already I was going to say, it'll be, and Cortland Sutton, I agree with Biggie Bronco. Cortland Sutton was that guy. And actually Patrick is that guy for the Broncos because Patrick caught everything. He would catch everything thrown at him. Cortland Sutton's there as well. And the kid from Penn State, I think they finally got rid of him because he was another guy that caught everything in sight. And I think the Broncos finally got rid of him. Okay. Yeah, he's faster than Shannon Sharp because Shannon is, he's almost my age. But I wanted to ask Spencer and you got to understand, Spencer, we're kind of loud. We're kind of loud, but I appreciate both you and DZ being on here, and even with Twan. Oh, Mundungus is here. Fuck yeah, Mundungus, Creevy. When Cool Kev drops his Mundungus jokes about Captain's going to show his Mundungus after midnight, and Captain does it. I love this gentleman. Mundungus Creevy of the MHRT network. I always give you props, sir, because you were in here and Richie Riche was in here. And like I said, we have DZ in here. This is a multifunctional show because we like to have camaraderie and people come in that know their team, not just our Raiders or my Raiders or at least 1, 2, 3, 4 people's Raiders. But I appreciate Mundungus being in here as well. But I got to ask, Spencer, I haven't been paying attention, sir. I should have, but I will be paying attention a little bit more now that the preseason is over. What do the Patriots look like? Are they? Because I did see a cut up of Mike Vrabel. This was him on the side. I don't know what game it was. I don't know what
preseason game.
Was.
And he got all bloodied up.
Bloodied up. That group looked like crap.
That's all I saw. all I saw was Mike just, and he was given like the blow lips too.
He
You know,
cut
like the
about
blow.
8 guys. He cut about 8 guys the next day.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
So having said that, because I expect the Patriots, and again, at a good thing, I can call them the Patriots again. I can call them the Patriots, or actually, when we start being nasty, we'll call them the Patsies, or because that's what my buddy up in New England calls them, the Patsies. And there's something else that they call him because he's from Rhode Island, so he goes into all of those spiels. And I agree with Mundungus. I think the Patriots are going to surprise some people. And the Raiders have a bad affinity to going into New England, going into Foxborough, going into Gillette.
Not easy to win in New England.
Thank you. It's hard. And that is going to be a hard
Especially
game.
It's opening game.
Right,
Yeah.
opening weekend, and then we got to play the friggin' Garglers. Oh, I'm sorry, the Chargers. I had it right the second time.
So at least it's in your
on
house.
a Monday night. Yeah, and so that's a back-to-back fuck you for the Raiders. So how good have they really gelled yet? Because I know Drake May. This is what, his second year, third year,
Second year.
right?
This is year 2.
Year 2. Okay.
Yeah.
And I tell people they can be good after we play them because they can get their shit together after we play them. The Bears can be good after we play them. I don't give a fuck how they are before we play them. They can be good after we play them because I don't want the Patriots to be gelled yet. So I want objective for you.
Defense is always ahead of offense, and I'm just going to tell you, buckle up because that defense looks vicious.
I think they're the best in that division, probably, right?
It might be one of the best in the AFC. Yeah.
Ooh, pump the
Give a
brakes.
note.
Pump the
Can you
brakes, Spence.
Can you give a note to one of your players, please?
Spillane.
Patriots. Give your note to Bobby Spillane. Here comes
Bobby
Brock
was awesome.
Bowers, Mike Mayer, and freaking Ian Thomas.
Okay.
Good luck fucking defending those fucking guys.
Who's the other linebackers besides Spillane?
Ooh,
The guy you tried to sign.
Harold
I'm
Landry?
sorry, I didn't hear you.
There's the guy you tried to sign from us.
Oh yes, the guy
Yeah,
that you stayed.
Oh yeah.
And they ended up taking the money, and he
Yeah, they matched our offer.
Yeah.
They matched our offer.
So
But who's
Spillane's gonna
Spillane
get
left on free
terrorized
agency.
by those
No,
tight ends.
we tried to get
I'm just saying.
I forget his name, but we did try to get him, and he actually I thought we were going to get him. Everybody did.
Ellis?
What's that?
Christian Ellis?
Yeah.
Christian Ellis, yes.
Yeah.
And then who else was the other linebacker?
So Christian Ellis, Robert Spillane, Jelani Tavai, and Jack Gibbons are the 4.
Okay,
So
so
Gibbons
3,
came
4.
over from that Tennessee defense that was ranked number 1 in the NFL last year. Right.
Okay.
Then, and our corners are Carlton Davis and Christian Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
beautiful.
Okay.
we're all set there.
Yeah.
Safeties are Jabril Peppers and
Yeah.
Kyle
He's still
Duggar or
playing?
Jalen Hawkins.
Duggar's
So-
going to be gone. They're shopping him. I don't
They
know
are
why
shopping.
either. I don't know why they're shopping him either.
He hasn't come up to speed as fast. And Marcus Epps they liked in preseason. But the kid they drafted this year, Craig Woodson, is supposed to be crazy.
Is Epps starting?
No, Epps is not starting. Craig Woodson
Wow, they
is
paid-
the third.
They paid him that money and he's not starting?
Nope.
Wow.
Jalen Hawkins is the
I'll tell you
starter.
what, the only thing, if I was, and again, I'm not going to piss on your team at all. I like Rabel, but Spillane can't cover. I watched him for many, many years. He's a great downhill backer, but he can't cover a cold. He got better. He did get better at coverage, but not the likes of Mayer or Bowers. That's definitely going to be a little bit of a mismatch.
Yeah,
for
Yeah,
sure.
Your guy actually took our edge spot. He
Yeah.
supplanted Deion White. So
Spillane
Levon Chase
Spillane
is
is
the
going
starter.
to feel the pain.
He's not gonna. He's a tough guy, though. He's really tough. I love
I'm not worried
Spillane.
about Spillane. He's gonna have safety support when we have to go. We have to go
Yeah.
big nickel. Craig Woodson comes in. Craig Woodson's got 4.3 speed.
Yeah.
We'll wait for the 4.3.
And he can hit. He was the
We'll
hardest
wait
Yeah.
for the 4.3, and we'll put Mayer and freaking and Brock and do double slants.
So that's going to be the
No,
chess match for the game.
Brock Bowers is getting a heavy dose of Carlton Davis, I think.
I bet. I bet.
They're gonna bracket him with Carlton Davis and one of the safeties.
Sure.
Okay,
Sure.
And then Gonzo's gonna take your other dude out.
Yeah.
Spence, how's my old boy Hunter Henry? How's he doing? How many years has he got left?
Hunter?
Yeah.
Hunter's like the ageless wonder. I love him.
Dude, Bill Belichick groomed him. Every time we played the Patriots, after the game, Bill was always walking to him, and I'm like, I know this motherfucker's gonna push him. And sure shit, he did. He did.
I loved Hunter Henry when he was with you.
Yeah,
I was so happy.
He's an underrated tight end, man.
Yeah, he is. Yes, he is.
Austin Hooper was actually awesome for us last year.
Austin Hooper's a great tight end.
Yeah, and Austin Hooper's the one who has crazy chemistry with Drake May.
Well, and
Like,
he,
I
tell you what.
promise you, if you want to put money down, May to Hooper, that's going to happen. Touchdown.
Yeah. Well, that's why I guess that's why they play the games, right?
Yeah.
The roster, New England's roster looks really good. I think they're probably going to be the best in that division. You think in the whole AFC? I think that's crazy because we still have Denver and Kansas City.
Denver is insane. Their defense was insane last year, and it just got
and it got better.
And they just got Jade Barron and then Greenlaw and Hufanga.
Hufanga's slow. I'm not a Hufanga guy, but I am a Greenlaw guy.
Bo Nix.
Kansas City looks better this year.
Houston's secondary's gotten a lot better. Baltimore Ravens are still there. Pittsburgh, we'll see.
The Ravens are drafting. I'm not a believer in Pittsburgh this year.
I'm not either. I'm not either.
I think as soon as the wheels fall off Aaron Rodgers, I think that team's just going to fall apart.
I want to see Aaron Rodgers fail so bad.
They're still a tough team. They're still a super tough team to play.
Well, it seems to me if I had a gun to my head right now to see who's going to be in the AFC Championship game, looks like
Kansas City and somebody else.
I think it's going to be Buffalo and Baltimore. I'm not sold on Kansas City.
Kansas City first.
I still think that Kansas City's offensive line is suspect.
No way, man.
I think it's going to.
We let them draft Josh Simmons, man, and Josh Simmons is the best left tackle in the freaking pre. Like I was like, you can't. We just got him a generational, or not a generational, but like a decade plus left tackle.
I hate Kansas City. They drafted Sumateo last year. I wanted Sumateo left tackle, and now he's awesome at left guard.
Kansas City. We'll see.
I got a name for you. Maybe not this year. This dude named Lockie Tossie. This dude
huge. That's huge.
At guard?
He's the next fucking Blindside guy.
Yeah, he really looks good.
Next movie Blindside.
Yeah.
Lockie Tossie.
What he did against Seattle was pretty rad.
Yeah.
I think bro. He didn't know what he was doing. He was just blowing up the dude in front of him.
What's that movie where they have the guy that has like concussions? He was like knocking people onto the ground, just pancaking everybody against Seattle. That film was so impressive.
He definitely needs. He's a project, but he's got the right build.
Yeah,
he carries his weight really well. He's massive. I mean,
he's an absolute monster.
Sure. Yes. Exactly. Agree. 100%, Nav. But if you get him in the right system and you guys groom him, like you could see him probably like next year or 2 years from now.
No shit, he might start this year.
Well, what are you going to say? What were you going to say? Like a tackle? You're saying?
Don't get that excited.
What were you going to say? No. I didn't hear you finish. I thought you were going to say you were going to groom him to be a tackle.
You might see like somebody roll, out of the lineup or whatever, and you have to.
Oh,
And this
okay.
dude, that's the kind of reps that he needs, like all day long. You know, so
he's a
I don't
beast.
think.
but that
no,
would be, but
no,
that
no,
would
no.
be no. But
he'll be
what I'm
there.
saying is that's not. But Kat, what I'm trying to say to finish the sentence is I don't want to see it get to that. What I'm saying
Right.
is if he does, that's just progression.
That's a bonus, yeah. And I
Yeah.
can see him at guard next year because then you
That's
have like
where I
because
stand.
I don't know.
He
By the
guard
way,
this year.
like okay, well if you throw him at guard this year, then you're going to play. Who you playing at center? You're going to put in JPJ or you're going to put in
Yes.
the other left guard that plays center. Okay, because you're
Yeah,
going to have to
JPJ.
move somebody.
JPJ's not
Okay.
getting the
Okay,
calls
well-
at center. That was confirmed. I did get that on a confirmation.
Right.
Yeah,
That is why he's the right guard. He needs to learn
right,
how to be
right.
quarterback
No,
better, and that's why there was an issue with him. And Meredith is actually getting it better once JPJ figures it out. Then I can see him going over to
I
center.
agree with you.
I-
I'm just saying,
Okay.
I can see a possibility of Tossie freaking getting some freaking reps with the starting lineup.
Oh
not
yeah,
start the
I
game.
agree. I agree with you 100%. He's getting better in practice every practice. Absolutely. I'm not a Dylan Parham guy. I've given him enough rope. Him and Andre James were the two biggest problems we had on the
Agreed.
Raiders.
I agree.
And I
Arm's
really,
way better.
excuse
Arm's
me,
way better now, though.
who,
Get me wrong.
who?
You go to
Arm's
Dan,
better
go to
now
YouTube.
than he was.
Patty, no. Thank
Well,
you.
the last regular season game I saw him, he was horrible. And I'm going to go ahead and say it's a new year. I'm not a fan of Alex Kappa, so I love Lucky Tossie. Believe
Right.
me, I love Lucky Tossie because
Dude, you know
what I'm
saying.
Parham is coming into year 5, so it's contract year this year. And if
Yeah.
you're going to go ahead and give this guy any kind of money, and then you're going to and
He's
Alex
gonna have to
Kappa. Alex Kappa would have to make sense for the year after too. So I'm with you. Get the game 4, put Lucky Tossie in there. You got
Okay.
some guy that you can build in them. I'm with you 100%.
Fuck it.
He's shown he's an animal.
That Kappa signing
Go
boggled
ahead,
my mind.
I blew me away too.
I was like, what the fuck are they doing?
I agree.
At the time that it happened, DZ, it
No.
made sense.
No,
It didn't make
worst.
sense.
He was the worst rated guard.
No,
He was-
but at the time they did it made sense because we
Can't
weren't
wait
sure
to
what
see
the
you
fuck
in
was
Vegas.
going on. So it was more of a bring a veteran in type of move.
So I could
than
see
it was
Gino.
a starter, right?
I could see Gino I know I've heard Raider fans are kind of concerned with your guys' line. I don't see it as that big of a concern right now. Maybe I'm just an outsider, but I think Gino could hide a lot of inefficiencies with this O line,
does.
especially
He does.
rolling
Right,
out.
right. That Derek Carr or Gardner Minshew could never do.
Exactly.
Well,
What,
Derek Carr
and
could.
remember last year,
Derek Carr was a flagpole.
last year,
No, he could
Last
until
year,
he got hurt.
Gino's on.
Okay,
He was a
but
flagpole.
After
Gino's O-line
2017, he was a flagpole.
Yep.
Last year, Gino's O-line was worse than what we are projecting. Even our line last year,
Yeah, their line was
Gino's
bad in
O-line
Seattle,
was
yeah.
worse.
29th.
Gino's O-line was worse, and they became one game away from going to a playoff berth last year. And now
And
he's
then
got
look at
a
his
better
percentage.
O-line. Right. I'm not saying that it's going to be monumentally better, but as the years, that's why I said year 0 to year 1. Year
Yep.
0 is still at
Yep.
the beginning, getting that gel together, getting the guys together to buy in and do what you're supposed to. And I'm going to throw this out for Spencer because it does evoke fucking Bill. Just do your fucking job. Do your fucking job. And by the way, do you know where he got that from, Spencer?
No.
Do your job. He got it from Al
Price.
Davis. He got it from Al Davis. I actually actually learned that later on. That when
I
everybody
learned that Al
quotes
Davis
Bill
is from
Belichick.
Massachusetts.
Yes,
Hey,
and
guys.
I am going to up to the Brockton, to the house of Al Davis up in Brockton. I'm going to visit that house while I'm up there, and I can't wait.
Oh,
to do
that's so awesome.
I got a question
Yeah.
for you guys.
Go ahead.
My wife texted me and she said, I need the D. What does that mean?
Oh shit.
You need to do. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
that means you need to shut the fuck up. You need to pound some pound. You need to pound. You need to go to Pound Town. That's what
Guys,
she means
hey.
there.
Hey,
TMI.
love you all, man. I'm going to bail out.
Yeah, you
Twan,
better.
DZ.
See you, Nav.
Boom, 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 and boom. Hey, guys.
Have a
Spence,
great one.
good to see
Got
you.
it.
What's up, bro? Good to see you, man. All right. I'm out. Love
Have a good
y'all.
day.
Nav's got to down. His wife was just like when Angelo said his wife was getting. God damn it! You got to get up of the fucking show
Right.
because
La 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 la
Bring your
la
ass.
la la la
Okay,
la la.
his wife doesn't do the Filipino fucking fucks, but because she has a better mouth than I. But they're like they're not sedated. But goddamn it, you need to goddamn take the show, and that man, you got to go pound your fucking wife, okay, in a good way.
Yeah, she's a straight up farm girl, man. There ain't no pucking.
Yeah, okay. She actually
All right,
pronounces
man.
the F's. There you go.
See you, bro.
Go take her to Pound Town. Have a good night.
Gino was thrown to DK and Lockett
Right.
last year.
Do I?
Yeah.
Okay, this might come
He-
off.
He's thrown to
Is
Jacoby
DK
and he's thrown to
see-
Brock Bowers. I would say that's better.
Yeah, and with
Lockett's
Thornton,
washed, man. Lockett was washed last year. And
Who
DK
was?
is overrated.
I
I'm
think
not a
DK
DK
Tyler
lover.
Lockett.
I'm not a DK lover either. I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
The hype is way more than the player.
way more.
Yep.
Way more.
Agree with that. I'll tell you what. Who's
Yeah,
the
Gino's got better weapons.
the anti-opposite is Jacoby Myers.
Yeah.
Nobody says
Jacoby
it's
doesn't
anything.
drop
All he
balls.
does is catch footballs.
Yeah.
And I love that kid. God, I love him.
There's some pluses and
Good.
minuses in
But-
regards to their offense in regards to our offense. But I think
Yeah.
in the totality of their offense versus our offense, I think our offense is a little more. There's a little more variety where it's not like he has to throw it to DK and lock it to complete a pass. He has an array of guys that he can throw passes to on our team. It's just really up to our O line if they can keep him clean.
Yep. Yeah. Yep,
So
for sure.
just to finish on the defense for the Patriots, the front four are Christian Barmore, Milton Williams, and Harold Landry and Caleb Von Chasen are the ends.
Right, and Chason took the money from the Patriots because he wanted to start, and I give him his props there because the Raiders wanted to bring
Great
him
camp.
back, and he said no, I want to start, and he was a fantastic pickup for us last year. It was like a first rounder that the Jags just misused, and he played his he played that to the hilt. Was a fantastic player for us. And again, I have no problem with Epps and Chason and even Spillane being positive additions to you, just not game one. Fuck them on game one. That's the way
Chason's a great rotational player. You have to keep him. He can't play like he's got to come in and out. And he does a very, very good job rushing the passer. Yeah. Very good job. He's a little bit of a liability on the run because he doesn't set the edge. Him and we have a guy, Charles Snowden, same thing. They just they're jumping right to the quarterback. Him and Snowden were kind of screwed on the sides. But I'll tell you what, if it's 3rd and 10, that guy's coming. He's coming hard too. He's a great pass rusher.
I could see RGM poaching some guys off of your team. I don't know about this year, maybe next year, because I think they we've got so many Vrabel Titans on this team. They love whatever he was doing with those Titans. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's going to carry it over to New England. But I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it was like 4 Titans from Vrabel.
Yep.
I think the one that's going to come out of nowhere is Jack Gibbons, because he's getting a little better every year he's been in the NFL, and he
Yeah.
looked like he was ready to pull it all together last year. And the fact that Vrabel brought him over, he must really like this kid.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
You know what? Your guy Matt Marinovich. We have Speedy Trey Tucker. Yeah, Trey Tucker being at the games. I stand at 246 and across on the other side of the black hole. Dang, that guy's open all the time, and it drives me nuts, man. Derek Carr used to miss. What's his face? He went to the Jaguars for a while. What's that?
Zay Jones.
Zay Jones. Oh my God, Zay Jones. I would watch again, and he would be frustrated. But last year, Trey Tucker was open so many times, and they couldn't get him the ball. I mean, I'm like the weirdo that stands on top of all these people, and I'm like, look, he's wide open again. He's wide open again. By the third game, I can hear people in the stand, throw it to Tucker, throw it to Tucker. I mean, the guy is realistically wide open every play.
What are they running him out of? Like what position is he running from? Is he the Z, the Y?
He's the Y.
He's the Y?
He's the Y,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, they you know what it was last year? I saw the limited times I saw the Raiders, they run them on too much vertical stuff. It's too small to be running vertical routes.
That's why they got
to be
Thornton.
operating closer to the line of
That's why they got Thornton, so they can pin him against the sideline, and then that's where you open up Bowers, see Ashton Genty out of the backfield, see Michael Mayer on a clip. That's what they needed, because nobody really took Tucker, really seriously. Now with Thornton, you got a corner on him. Your safety's got to be looking there. And guess what that does to the whole field? See Brock Bowers, see Mayer, see Ashton Genty out of the backfield. If we have the real Chip Kelly, would the real Chip Kelly please stand up? Then it's going to be, he's got all the weapons. And then we go back to what we've been talking about earlier. Can they hold out? Can the line hold? That's
Right.
the whole key. They have the weapons right now. Gino's never had this kind of weapons.
So the key to match up to week 1 is going to be your interior offensive line versus our interior defensive line.
It sounds like
if you guys can hold Milton Williams and
Barmore.
Yeah, if you can hold those two back, and you don't need to double team them. If you have to double team on those guys, you're cooked, because the ends are going to get you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If you can man those guys up, you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Right? Because the coverage, the plays are going to take time to develop. So if you can block, you're going to be fine.
Yeah.
Is that a 1:00 game in New England, or?
Yeah.
1:00.
Yeah.
We have nothing but 1:00s.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
So
hey,
the Raiders.
Are you going to be up there? Are you going to be up there for the game, sir?
I wish. I don't think I will.
My
co-host is going to be up there. Turf, he's going.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell Turf to come up and see me for that, because it'll be great to take some pictures with folks. There was a guy, I can't remember his name, but the guy, one of your big New England fans that has a big IG following, and they had me doing like I was dancing to. When I was dancing, that was a couple years ago. I don't dance too much anymore because my legs are fucking shot. But it was Belle Biv DeVoe, Poison, and I'm dancing Poison in the parking lot. And they're like, "What the fuck is this Raider guy dancing to a fucking Boston song?" Because it's Poison and it's BBD, so it was great. But it'll be great. And I want to say I like having Detroit God is obviously, what the fuck is that guy doing in here with a Boston hat? For those that don't know, like I said, I open this up. It is Raider centric, but it's not Raider exclusive. That's Raider
awesome. Centric. I love it. I think it's cool.
It's Raider-centric, but it's not Raider exclusive. That's why I like everybody in here, because we wouldn't know about Barmore and the other fucker that's in the middle. We knew about Chason, but it gets an idea about what the other teams are. I said Mundungus is here from the Mile High Roundtable Network, and that's all Denver Broncos. DZ here is talking about his, and I'll be nice, D said, his I almost said San Diego, his Los Angeles Chargers. It's one of those things.
They're San Diego to me. Sorry, it's no disrespect.
They're
I got it, but
San Diego
right.
Chargers of Los Angeles.
Yeah, there you go. I like that.
Like the Angels.
Yeah, I've gone old school Bell Bits of O. That's a great video. I can't remember who that fucker's his IG, but he's a very, very well known Boston IG guy, and it's on his IG. And I wish I wish I knew what it was, but it's like it was good. I was actually dancing really because I was dancing with my cane, and I will see if I'm going to be able to do any. I don't have my fucking power chair for at least the first 3 weeks. Unless these fuckers get me my power chair in the next 10 days. So we'll see.
I haven't been to Foxborough, but I hear that place is such a trip. Like it is.
What does that mean though?
Yeah, Kraft has built up that whole area, so it's like a mall with restaurants and bars all around.
I heard it used to be you just drive and you all of a sudden you make a left-hand turn and there's a stadium, but it'd be like in the middle of nowhere or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was.
I'll tell you what. I went to a Redskins game, and that was the worst stadium I've ever been to. It was
RFK.
Wherever they're playing right now, I don't know what it's called.
FedEx, right?
FedEx.
Yeah.
FedEx.
I went there for a Sunday night game, and then their transportation stops at 10:00, and I was out there trying to get
the Metro,
trying to get Uber to the Metro, and it was just a mess. I will never go back there.
Yeah, we stopped going.
I heard that was a lot of Daniel Snyder, though.
Yeah, it was.
It was
bad.
They got good ownership now. I don't like going to DC for night stuff anymore. It's just too much bullshit going on.
Yeah.
So we usually go up there for day games for baseball and stuff like that.
Oh, how cool!
1:00 game up in DC week 3, so it's like I'm good with that. You know, 1:00 game up in Foxborough. And I've never been to this will check off my, Foxborough will be checked off now. And FedEx will also be checked off. I have actually gone to a FedEx game in the, I'll say, the 90s. Yeah, the 90s, but it was a preseason game. But I have to do the air quotes. I got free tickets from the radio, and it was a preseason game. And all the lady that was with me could talk about was the fact that some guy ran out onto the field full streaker mode, and she's like, "Oh, remember the guy?" I don't give a fuck that the guy was streaking at the stadium, but that's all she remembers. But yeah, I went to FedEx, so I will have been to a real Redskins / Commanders / WFT, whatever the fuck they are. They should be they should be the Redskins. Just like the Chargers should be San Diego Chargers. There's some things that just fucking go together,
Has anybody ever been to Green Bay?
So that's like a bucket list item.
I did go. I went in 2007 for the Raider games. Who said yes? Was that you, Jack?
Yeah, I've been to Green Bay for the Derek Carr fumble out of the end zone. The next fucking play, they have a fucking touchdown, and I was like, "Oh, you fuckers!" But yeah, and
that was a fun stadium.
It was a fun stadium, and the funny thing is that the people that I met there that day, I got into it because I'm all dressed. For those that don't know, I actually dress out, so this is just me not dressed. I got into it with
civvies.
Yeah, it basically is in my civvies. I was talking with, or I should say, some fucking drunk fuckwat. Not that I don't have like ignorance issues. Push button. He was getting on me, and it was just. And I do have anger issues, but I'm also dressed, so I know that I'm also going to be one of the first people that they get the cops on. But the Packers fans were sick and tired of his bullshit. They called security to get him out. Okay. So that was wonderful. And some of those people, when I was up there for the draft this past year, I'm hearing and I'm rolling around on my scooter, Captain Jack, Captain Jack. So they're trying like, yeah. And then go, no, Cat. So I went back and talked to the guy, and he remembered me from that game, and he got me the tickets for this year's Monday night game in the 80A section, the Packers versus the Eagles. I'm going to that game. I'm not going to Denver. I'm not going to go the fucking Pile High on a Thursday night. I'm not doing that.
High.
I'm going to the Packers Eagles game because it's going to be a great experience. And I'll semi dress out, but I'll probably just be kind of like a civilian again. I might wear my Captain Jack hat, but it was one of those things.
Wow, that's awesome. Yep, that's going to be a fun year, man. Well, folks, I don't think my wife's calling me, but I know I'm calling.
It's getting late on the East Coast. Oh, one thing. Has anybody been to Arrowhead? Because that's also on my bucket for some reason.
No, Jack and Captain Jack and I are going to the Raider Woods. I apologize, to the Raiders Chiefs game on October 13th, 14th, 15th or something.
In Missouri?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've never been. I've been to all the other AFC West, but I've never been. It's either it's Christmas time, it's too cold, or it's the Friday after Thanksgiving. That was last year. This year I saw the schedule. I'm like, I got to go. And with Jack's brilliance, we got row 1, seat 1 and 2 in the corner of the end zone. So the Capster is going to be on the TV for sure.
That should be really cool.
I mean, I'm I was going to say not that I need the TV coverage.
But you're going to get it.
But it's nice. And if somebody doesn't fucking put me on TV if I'm sitting row 1, then their fucking producer needs to have his fucking head examined. Like for the first row that I'm going to be up in New England, it's first row, middle of the section, but right next to where the Patriots come out of that tunnel. Like what's the big thing on top? It's not we have a flame. You guys have the lighthouse. Thank you. I'm going to be next to that. So again, first row, if the producers and the cameramen aren't doing, they need to put me on TV in that respect. If I'm first row with a Patriot.
We got to see who does better coverage of Captain Jack. Is it like CBS or is it
CBS?
Fox?
I always see him on CBS for sure.
You can go get your picture taken with the Tom Brady statue. It's outside now.
That's awesome.
I will do what I would do when I roll through Pittsburgh, because at Pittsburgh there's a certain statue at the airport. Okay, you guys know I'm going with this, right? I will go through the Franco statue.
I'm lost,
and I will.
Franco Harris.
Flip it. There's a Franco Harris Immaculate Deception statue in Pittsburgh. Immaculate Deception statue.
That's at the airport?
No, another soul-crushing loss for the.
You did. I don't. You know what? Everybody asks me, what is the worst loss? Okay, I'm 10 years old. I got fucking Raider pajamas on, watching the game. Stabler comes in, scores, and I'm like, me and my dad, we'd never hugged before. It's like stepbrothers. We're trying to figure it out. Next thing you know, we hate each other again. It's like just ruined my Christmas. And then the tuck rule thing. I woke up 3 times in the middle of the night thinking it was a damn dream. I was like, no, not this. And then the AFC Championship game against Baltimore when that fat ass kills our quarterback. It's like
Tony Sirafatso he rests in heaven because he's dead. So I can only
he's a funny guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those were brutal. But that's it's those 3 games for sure, man. Just
what's a stadium you wouldn't go back to? I know it's SoFi for Jack.
I would never go back to Levi.
Yeah, I won't go back to SoFi unless, and here it is. There said, unless it's a later in the year, So it's not September, October, maybe November. And this is the other thing. Only if I have a front row seat with a Charger persona. And
Only if the
said
Raiders win
Charger
the Super Bowl.
Well, okay. The only reason why is because if I go into that stadium because their fucking security is so
Sucks.
fucked up, they
It's a
suck,
shithole.
okay.
It's
Yeah,
just
that's
bad. Just don't even go. Just don't even go. Don't
I'd
even
rather
go.
not. I got it on my check mark there, brother. I'm not missing going.
I
Cross
really
country.
did. I really did like Denver Stadium a lot, and the Denver fans are very, very nice.
They are nice. They are nice.
Yeah.
The ones I've been
Let me-
around, like game time tailgating next to,
Yeah, they were cool.
I mean, they seem super chill. I don't know, but the Kansas City fans, the ones I meet out in the wild, I'm like, they have this, and I take it from Cap. They have this smugness about them, and I don't know if it's because it has to do with the success, probably, but they have this like they're like, oh, you're a Chargers fan, and I'm like, yeah, and they just like got this like, like this fucking like we piss on you kind of attitude. I'm like, oh fuck, man. And every time I see one in the wild, they've got some like this weirdness about them. I don't know if you guys ever.
This is going to be our first year, but I'll tell you a quick story before we go. Last year we were there was a ton of Kansas City's fans as usual at Allegiant, and there was this cute little girl with her dad. Her dad was cool. I go, how you doing? And she's got a Patrick Mahomes jersey, right? And I go, can I say hello to your daughter? She goes, yeah. I go, hey, little girl, do you love Patrick Mahomes? She goes, yeah. I go, well, test it out. You're going to be ruined for the rest of your life because Kenny Stabler was my favorite, and I've been chasing that pipe dream for the last 40 years. And her dad goes, the same thing. It's like that when you're that young and you're that good, the whole rest of your life, you're just chasing those championships. Can I just get one more? It's kind of funny.
One more hit, hit, man. Chasing the dragon. I don't know, man. I just want one championship in my lifetime, and it's sad. There's Chargers fans who've gone their whole lives not seeing a championship, so that's like that. I feel bad about that. I'm like, I don't know. I'm 41. I know I'm not as old as you guys, but I'm like, just fucking one, please. One.
It's funny because I was watching the preseason game, and I think it was the Cleveland Browns. I was just checking them out their like last game, and they ran down the history of teams that have never, have never been to the Super Bowl.
Oh,
so
at
least you guys have been to the Super Bowl.
And Detroit God brought up a PTSD moment for me because I remember as a little kid watching that Super Bowl, just freaking distraught, like just torn down. I remember sitting there, crisscross applesauce as a little kid, looking up at the TV. I think it was at my grandparents' house, and I was in the back room. And I remember they come in checking on me, and I'm just in tears, just like, what the fuck is going on? I mean, I wasn't cussing, but I was just like, oh my God, this is horrible. And I was like, that's all right, we'll get back to it soon. I was 7 then, and 41 now.
Wait a second, was that Steve Young?
Yeah, Jerry Rice.
Yes.
Yeah. Jerry Rice had like 3
Young
touchdowns.
Dan Humphries. See, I remember.
Yes.
Dan Humphries was the quarterback for the Chargers, and Junior was playing for that team back then because I will say this as well. The other lady that's in the other room was in San Diego at the time, and Junior, along with Jim Laslovic, who actually was one of the and Bauer,
Hank Bauer.
Hank
Bauer. Jim Laslovic were at the NBC studios. They were the sports guys, and they would come down because the donut shop where she worked at was right down the street from the sports shop. And especially Laslovic and Junior would pop in as well, and they would hit on her. She was single at the time. But they was like, so hey, they gave her the Joey. Hey, how you doing? And she said at the time, my boyfriend is a Raiders fan, so go away. And so she blew him off. But yeah,
Rest in peace,
it
Junior.
was fun. Yeah, but yeah, Junior, I have no problems with Junior. I don't have any problems with Junior. And I know
Plays hard.
Spencer doesn't have
Played
any
hard.
He
Junior
was
as well.
probably the only player I remember, like growing up in San Diego, that like brought a whole effing county together almost. Junior Seau was like, because he was a homegrown guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, from Oceanside.
Yeah. God, another PTSD. That was my second round playoffs in high school. We got our asses kicked by them, but we held our own. I mean, they were just too good back then. But yeah, man, like he was probably the only player that I can remember that's done that. That's literally brought the fan base. Like, I mean, there was
It
people.
was generational.
Yeah, he was exactly. And some people are like, well, LT and Gates. I'm like, nah, they didn't do it like Junior did. They were great on the field.
He was a homie.
Yep.
He was a straight up homie from North County.
Yep.
My son played in all the Vista Pop Warner, and everybody name drops him. And with great ado, people did know that guy. He was available.
He would be on the beach in Oceanside, running up and down on the sand.
He had that place right on Oceanside, right by the pier there.
Here's something messed up. My buddy Scott was at OG's.
Yeah.
The night before he took his life.
So. Oh.
Got to meet him the night before and got to talk to him, and he was sitting with his family or somebody or whatever eating, and got to say hi and take a picture.
Yeah, and he was having problems with his family. I knew that. It's so sad because you're right, man. Because I moved down here in 2000 from Oakland, and he was just monumental. That's impressive. And he, he did give back to the whole family. Their Pop Warner, San Marcos Pop Warner, Vista Pop Warner. He was there. He was all about football. He was a good
gentleman.
guy.
While there's a break in the action, because I know that everybody is probably saying, when the fuck is this show going to end? So I'll get everybody out on the high note. I'll be the George Costanza. Always leave on a high note. Okay. Always on a high note. I do want to thank, and I'm going to obviously the ones I know best, I'm going to introduce first. And I got to start with Twan. Twan does have his channel, and hopefully I was going to say, yeah, there we go. Twan, be sure to watch him on his channel. That's Twan and Raider Twan on his YouTube, along with his Instagram. He is the chaplain of the nation, and that's why and Bishop's in here too. So it's like Bishop's a sailor though, and Twan knows my language. I'm not offensive always, but I just drop too many F-bombs. I'm just I do try, but only when when they're warranted, or they're an adjective, adverb, noun, pronoun, and all the other things. But I'd like to say thank you to Raider Twan. Raider Twan,
nice
please plug your
Raider
channel.
Twan.
We are all a work in progress, and the key is to work. So as long as you continue to work, you all right. Raider Twan on YouTube. Okay, so Raider Twan on YouTube. If you are a Raider fan, you should be able to spell Raider and Twan, TWUAN. Now, at Twan is my IG. That's how you can reach out to me if you want to talk about Raiders. If you're struggling with something in life and you just want somebody to pray for a new job or something that's going on in your life, you might have someone sick in your family that you need just a little prayer for. Hit me up on IG and I'll be there to help you in that way. But Raider Twan on YouTube, come on over, join the congregation. They've named themselves, so it's Raider Twan and the congregation. But Raider Twan on YouTube, come on and join the congregation.
I want to say thanks to him, and I want to address this gentleman here. Is the Bishop Dr. AJ Brehu, a shipmate of mine, Navy brother like me, and he is a real bishop. He does have a real congregation in North Vegas. So, and I cussed the bishop and I apologize for it. Even I cuss at the bishop because we're both sailors. We both have views like that. But I apologize to him because I feel bad. If it's not for people like Bishop and Twan and Ken Thompson and Rue J, the very religious folks that have or that are fantastic with their thoughts, this motherfucker would have been dead a long time ago. And I don't say it facetiously. I say it because I mean it. The people that pray for me to stay alive, I thank all of them. And I wanted to address Bishop as well. Detroit, God says Navy for life. I am a thing. And I will show this just for real quick. Obviously, make sure you check out Raider Twan on YouTube. Hit the show, hit the subscribe and hit like. And again, do that for my brother Twan. Now, having said that, I'm gonna bust out of here as well. Oh, donations are never expected. I'll throw that as well because I want to make sure that I get the channels, okay, or where you can find the folks, okay. So again, having said that, I'm going to give some gloss to my brother. I wouldn't say the newbie on the block, but he is new to his channel here on YouTube. So please do give some support to at Mad Bomber Podcast on YouTube. At Mad Bomber Podcast on YouTube. Please be sure to join John Souza there. And then his IG is like at Mad Bomber 3. I want to make sure I get that right.
At Mad Bomber Pod 3. Okay,
I was close. At Mad Bomber Pod 3 is for John Souza. And do that. So again, I will go to and only because D said I'm gonna hit you last because only because I got you, brother. The newbie on the channel tonight, and I thank him for being here. Spencer Young, what's that? Titletown Sports Talk. I like that. Okay, I wanted to make sure that I give gloss and roses or whatever the fuck they say, flowers. To all the people there. I appreciate you being on here and putting it because you didn't know me from fucking Adam and you came on the show, So now you know me. It's like, oh fuck, I experienced Captain Jack for 2 hours and 30 minutes or however long you've been on.
You.
Yeah. For please and remember, I have people come in that are not Raider fans. Like I said, it's Raider centric, but not Raider exclusive. And remember, it's not my show. It's our show.
Hey, Matt Bomber,
I do a show with a.
You got one sub from me.
Oh, thanks, man. I'll return the favor. I'm kind of new to the whole thing, so I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you guys.
Oh, 2 live crew.
I got Captain Jack coming on Friday.
Yeah,
nice.
I'll be there Friday. And not last or least. Definitely, and I predicated this with the channel here. LB Gear, good to see you over there on Instagram. Come over to YouTube next time. I tell people on Facebook and Instagram the entire fucking show. I said, you're only seeing me in my belly. Get in my belly. You don't want to see that for an entire 2 hours or whatever. Come over to YouTube. You get a chance to see everybody. Okay. 2 live Navy crew. I like you there, Detroit God. Thank you for that. And remember also, and he's not here, but it is Navman's show. Navman, what the fuck is your YouTube channel? It's
Raider Shield.
It's Raider Shield.
Raider Shield family.
Family, yeah, family. There you go.
Navman is that Raider Shield family. I like to always make sure that I mention everybody else because they're taking time out of their day and night to come here and talk with us. So Raider Shield family there. Myra has something going on, and I didn't get that. But if you can find Myra G, the young lady that was with us at the very beginning, great lady that she is, and she puts up with my shit. She knows that I'm not really as offensive as I put out to be, because I would be in jail if I was that offensive. That people would have blocked me up a long time ago. So find Myra's channel as well. Am I forgetting people other than DZ? I know you're here, so I didn't forget that. So I think I got everybody. And again, not last, not least, and again, a Charger fan that I enjoy.
Oh,
Okay.
thanks, man.
And DZ is on this channel for the Wild Wild West show, which Jack Kenna was on earlier. So if you like to watch AFC West exclusive stuff, DZ. I dropped. Who left?
John.
John.
Okay. Sorry about that. Hopefully I got him as well. But thank you for being here. DZ is on the Wild Wild West show, which is part of the MHRT network. It is on every Wednesday here on my channel. It's also on the MHRT channel. But if you want to see DZ again, a Charger fan that I respect, and there are very few of them. You know, I just like the one who said that Denver fans are not. No, they're not. I was like, I don't know where the fuck you got the Denver fans are nice. I don't have problems with Denver security. I do have problems with many of the fans at Pile High.
You probably run into them. You've had more experiences, I bet, than I have. So that's fair.
Yeah. Now the tailgates outside, I've had no issues with. I've had no issues, and go to like Bronco Babes and the firemen. You know, the guy, the fire up tailgate in Denver, no problem at all. No, and good food, by the way, too. So yeah, the tailgates, and I get inside, the security's not ass fucks like I've experienced with at other places, but the fans, I have an issues with the fans. I do. I have an issue with the fans. So I'm not saying not to go there. Go there once, get it checked off on your bingo card, and then fucking for the rest of the time, watch it on TV. You're not missing anything. You're not missing anything. But again, having said that, DZ, the Charger fan at SoFi Stadium for the Los Angeles Chargers of San Diego, and I do like how you said that. You know, DZ is on the Mile High Network on this channel as well. DZ might be doing a channel eventually.
Yeah, I might have come out with it a little prematurely. I was like, hey, I'm going to start my channel. And then I started looking into it and all. And I'm like, and it didn't help that there was like a couple channels launched this year, new Charger channels launched in the same kind of spheres I'm in. So we'll see. But I've got some ideas brainstorming on what I want to be, because every channel they talk about like sports. I think I want to try something football related. I'd like to do more interviews with one-on-one with people that I find that are interesting. Like I'd interview, you know, so like coming up, like we're playing the Chiefs. I'd like, you know, maybe Alex, that's on your guys with Coach Defense, you know, talk, why is he a fan? Like how, you know, stuff like that, get to know people instead of like just other stuff, because it's so saturated, you know what I mean? Like it's saturated. So I'm trying to want to put a spin on something, but I'm in the works with that. We'll figure it out. I'm in no rush, you know what I mean? I tell you this, I respect the people who are on their channels every day or pumping out content, or Captain, you going live constantly like you do. Like that's a lot of dedication. And, you know, I like to have this split between sports and family and stuff, and try to do that as much as I can. Work as well too.
You're good. And it's like I will say that this is my busy time of year, is that once football season starts, my normal schedule is Friday's a travel day, Saturday's a Raider party wherever, Sunday's the game, and then I do shows on Sunday, and then Monday's a travel day. But then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm usually doing a show somewhere, whether it's on my channel or other people's channels, or it's broadcast on my channel, because I like to stay busy. And obviously the rapport that I have with people is fantastic. So I am busy, but I admit, thank you for doing what you do, Zed. Thank you for doing what you do, Spence. Thank you for doing what you do, Twan. And I'm going to sneak him in here because he fucking came back on me real quick. I have to.
I did, and I'll tell you why, Cap. I'll tell you why. You were
Yes, sir.
screaming on our show, and I understand, but I didn't even get a chance to talk to my boys real quick about how they felt real fast. So since it's the end of the show and everybody's already going, I just want to get a quick take. So first of all, Spence, can I just congratulate you? I think if I was doing a draft grade, I felt your draft might have been the best one. Because check this out, guys. This is what Spence is rocking with going into week 1. Joe Burrow is quarterback. Kenneth Walker and RJ Harvey are his running backs. He's got Justin Jefferson and Jalen Waddle might be the weak point there. We don't know yet. Pat Freiermuth, Juwan Jennings, who is going to play week 1, and Christian Kirk. That's a pretty good week 1 to survive with. His bench, he had to do it. He went ahead and got Drake May as his extra quarterback. I'm implying the one quarterback rule, man. It's all I need is one to survive, right? But he wanted to have 2. And then he took the guy we were trying to get, Nick. We were trying to get Ja'Cory Croskett Moret. Yeah. I don't know if you've heard about that guy yet, Captain Jack. He plays for the Commanders.
I saw him on the show. He looked really good in preseason. He looked really good.
He was the one that tore up the Senior Bowl.
He might be the Ashton Genty everybody wanted.
Wasn't he a 7th round pick?
Yeah,
we'll see. Seventh round pick. What a steal! So anyways,
absolutely snatched Brian Robinson's job.
Yes,
wild.
Yeah, that's why Brian Robinson got traded. It's because of this kid.
Hey, so, Detroit, by the way, sub to my channel too, Captain Jack. I see you're a paperclip guy. You're on somebody else's channel. You're on somebody else's.
He's on Nabman's channel, Detroit guy.
So Captain Jack Rackham, sub to that channel, and thank you, sir.
So on his bench, he's got Drake May, Ja'Cory Croskett Moret, Romeo Doubs, De'Ami Brown, which you were saying, Twan, that De'Ami Brown might be the other guy that will get passes from Jaden Daniels. There's Terry McLaurin and then maybe that guy. And then Mike
De'Ami Brown's not in Washington anymore.
No,
he's with the Jaguars?
We're talking about Debo.
You're talking about Debo. My bad. And then you took a chance on Theo Johnson because I have pretty much all the good tight ends. So any of you want to trade for a good tight end, you know who to call.
Hey, if my Tucker Kraft doesn't come through, I'll be hitting you up.
Yeah, you better. I got like 4 of them. So
Theo's the starter in New York, so I'm hoping.
Now, Spence, overall, how do you feel about it? Do you agree with me that I think that might have been one of the best ones? A+ grade?
My point prediction didn't agree with that, but it was I felt like I did okay. It's we'll see how it goes. I've never done a guillotine league before, so I'm just hoping to stay out of the bottom.
Baby. It's all about survival. You're going to see me sending you that
get one bad week of matchups and you're screwed.
I like the picture.
Yeah, that's true. Or you picked the right people, but then they didn't do good. They had a bad, So, but you'll see a lot of GIFs with Iron Man. What's the actor's name? Captain Jack, Iron Man.
Robert Downey.
Robert Downey.
Robert Downey.
Yeah. So Robert Downey does that famous funny movie with Ben Stiller, Tom Cruise, called Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder, yeah.
Right? Okay. And then there's the GIF where he goes,
I'm just a dude, played another dude, being here with the dude.
I dare them to make another Tropic Thunder.
Not in this climate. But
they can't do it anymore.
But that GIF, you'll see that GIF a lot, Spence. Every time you survive, I'll send it to you. Survive when he says that. So, but good job, man. Good job. So Twan, who did half auto draft and half himself,
fault on his own.
Had a killer draft. So his starters are Baker Mayfield, Chase Brown, Joe Mixon, which that's the one, Twan, that I have a question with. Just because of the injury, man. I don't know how he's going to be week 1. But CeeDee Lamb, who I definitely wanted, and Travis Hunter was the other one. I was like, really? Travis Hunter? I don't know. But Dalton Kincaid that's true. Dalton Kincaid is a good one.
as long as he doesn't have a good game week 1, then Travis Hunter is great, because I know who we play week 1. So Twan, I'm sorry if you're going to start him. I hope he fucking sucks week 1. No offense to you, because my fantasy team is the Raiders, and so I'm just saying on that.
Are you talking about Travis Hunter, Cap?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Travis Henry. I apologize. I heard the Travis and the So no, Travis Hunter, the Jaguars.
We don't play the Jaguars until way later, and we're gonna kill them anyway. So
we'll see. Hey, we were supposed to kill the Panthers last year. How'd that turn out for us? Okay,
that's true.
It happened.
I watched it with my own eyes. Chris Olave, which was a great pick, because whether Spencer Rattler or Tyler Shuck, who else are they going to throw to, except for Alvin Kamara? The Javonte Williams one was a little weird. So, Twan, I'm assuming that wasn't your pick? No. Javonte Williams? That was a little strange, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the Cowboys, bro. What are you doing? Why would you take Javonte?
They got to do something.
All right. And then its backups are Isaiah Likely, Michael Mayer, Ollie Gordon, which I'm interested in seeing what happens to him if Devon Achane doesn't play. Torrey Horton, which is a very interesting wide receiver. And then Gus Edwards, I don't know what the Chargers are going to do with him. DZ will be able to tell us.
Gus Edwards is not a Charger anymore.
Oh, it says Chargers on Gus Edwards.
He's not even on the team.
Oh, I don't know. Well, you might want to drop him.
I made the same mistake. I have Mike Williams. He retired.
Oh,
yeah.
So, well, what you guys can do.
The only one. Now, I wasn't the only one to do, because I drafted Tank
Dell. The only one. You're the only one, Nick, that picked an injured player for the whole year, though.
Yes, but he drafted a retired player.
I drafted a retired player.
Okay, true.
It was by accident. I wasn't meaning to draft him, but he.
Who did you mean to draft, Spence?
I was trying. It was somebody in my queue. It was
It's all right, man.
It was.
Everybody made mistakes. That's okay. There's something. So
TJ,
here's what you guys can do.
Championship. TJ Hushmanzada.
TJ Hushmanzada.
Super Bowl.
That's what a delusional Raider fan sounds like, right, Twan?
It's also an old commercial.
Locky Tassi's about to be a starter too.
Locky Tassi is about to be a starter. It's a great one, man. That is a fantastic, crazy.
I can't wait to see Antonio Maffi get cut. I hope you guys cut him, by the way, because he's terrible.
He came in. He came in late
for on your roster, then you guys are in real trouble because he is a terrible player.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of terrible, since I wanna get my stress out about this. So Paul Gunther, you remember him, right, Twan, when he was with the Raiders? Cap, I know you do.
Yeah.
Paul Gunther, right? That guy is awful as a defensive coordinator. So I went to the UNLV game, and we were supposed to destroy Ohio State. Idaho State. We were supposed to destroy him. Bro, we barely won by 7, and there were literal plays where the wide receiver was so open that the UNLV people didn't know where they were going, and that's how they scored. I was why is Paul Gunther the UNLV defensive coordinator? I have no idea.
You're talking about Paulie G. Paulie G.
He needs to get fired tomorrow. I don't know how they do it in college, but he's awful. So let me end with you, Nick. Nick, overall, I think you're pretty happy with your picks because you had some nice sneaky ones in there. So Nick's going with Kyler Murray, always a sneaky quarterback who could score a lot of points. Devon Achane, which he's taking a chance on if he plays. Chuba Hubbard, which is the number 1 running back for Bryce Young. Ladidi McConkey, as we all know him, he's pretty awesome. Emeka Egbuka, which you took him. I'm surprised he even was there that late, but Emeka Egbuka is going to be awesome. Tucker Kraft is the one where I'm kind of I don't know. Quinton Judkins, I thought was jailbait. Am I wrong, Spence? Is Judkins playing week 1 or is he in house arrest?
No, he's under investigation by the league office.
That's what I thought.
So the police nobody's pressing charges against him. So he's out of the line of fire with the police, but the NFL league office is still investigating him. So Cleveland is, of course, doing Cleveland things, sitting on their hands until that resolves itself, so they know whether or not they, what kind of contract to give him.
Yeah.
All right, you got to drop
kind
that
of
guy
BS.
too.
Like,
Then
Cleveland.
No,
should have
I don't
sign
think I'm
him
going to
right now.
drop him. I think I'm going to have
you'll
to
just move him down. Okay.
Yeah.
So then you have Jaden Higgins as a starter, and then you have Rashawn Johnson, Hollywood Brown, Pat Bryant, which I think is a great pick. Keaton Mitchell, Tank Dell, which you got to get rid of.
Right.
And then who's Keandre Lat? Who the hell is that for the Chargers?
You'll
Keandre
know.
who?
I'm just going to say this. You'll know who he is.
Really?
Yes.
What's
You're
his
gonna
name?
find-
Because I can't see the full name. Keandre what?
Keandre Lambert Smith. He's our 5th-round pick out of Auburn. But everybody, like Chargers fans, just call him KLS because it's just easier that way. But
Is he a running back?
No, he's a wide receiver.
Wide receiver.
He's
good.
good.
Chance is this guy good?
Damn good wide receiver out of Auburn.
Really?
Yes, he is. Yes,
Why he was in the 5th round, I don't know.
I'm an SEC guy. Trust me. He's a damn
So-
good wide receiver.
And Justin likes him. Like, as soon as Quentin Johnson went down, Justin immediately went to KLS. That was the next guy he was throwing to. And
Wow.
he's number 84. He's got an old school number, which I appreciate.
I like that.
But we'll see. We'll see. He's still a rook, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm excited about him. I mean,
I
he's
think
still
you're
low on
surviving
the
week 1 too.
he's still low on the pecking order because they still got Ladd Keenan, and then there's Trey Harris, and then Quentin Johnson's going to come back, which I'm not thrilled about. So he's way deep on there, but it's what packages they're going to use him with. I just got him.
Okay.
I just threw some darts. Angelo. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, it's all about who you start week 1 anyways, and then the whole thing
Right.
changes. Remember, guys, that you right now can actually go into the waiver wire, make $0 bids to drop whoever you don't want to have, and then take whoever is left into waiver wire
Okay.
right now. There's a few people in there if you're interested. And then next week, I think, is when we'll start to get a chance to trade. So I'll be calling you, Spence, probably for Drake Maye, just in case. So we'll see. And then last thing is, Twan, did you already talk about the fact that we're going to have a rough year this year for the Raiders? Because Chargers are definitely beating this. The Patriots are definitely
I'm not going to say definitely.
Second. The Chargers will lose in Vegas.
Yes.
Game 2.
Yes, because they'll be so far ahead in the playoffs already that they'll be starting whoever their backup is. But I agree, Cap.
I don't think
Who's
so.
going to
I
have
don't
the
think
bigger
so.
rushing day? That's what I want to know. Who's going to win the rushing battle week 1? Is it going to be Travion Henderson, or is it going to be your guy?
Marion Hampton. I think
Or
Travion Henderson will get more
Genty?
catches.
Ashton Genty or Henderson, and then Hampton or Genty.
I think Hampton might do it.
But if Najee plays week 1, that cuts into it big time.
True.
Yeah.
So I would
That's
say
true.
Travion.
So I would say, well, Henderson. Who does Henderson play for? Y'all, right?
Yeah.
New
He
England.
plays
the
for the Patriots. Cap.
That's a toss-up because again, I think our offensive line, our starting offensive line, is very good. That I've seen this year. Once they keep hitting it, and Genty was getting the hits on that. I will say that Chip Kelly does. It's not going to be all Genty. That's why you saw a lot of Zeus and Mostert, because he likes to throw backs in there. And remember, Genty had a lot of tread on that tire taken off this past year, so he's going to be the number 1 back. But I think that you're going to see a bit of Zeus as well. I don't know who your number 2 back is, but if you go by
They got
who
Ramondre
should
Stevenson.
out
Cap.
Isn't that Gibson? Oh, no, you're
Yeah,
talking about
They have
Ravens.
Stevenson. They have Ramondre Stevenson and Travion Henderson.
Oh,
I think they're going
yeah,
to
I
use
would-
Travion for passing down work and maybe mixing in some run stuff. But I think Ramondre is going to be probably the first and second down guy.
Okay.
Okay, well then I'll take Genty on that. I'll take Genty on that because we're
Yeah,
going to use him a lot more.
I can see Genty as being like the overall rookie favorite. I mean, I think he'd be the RB1 out of the rooks this season.
I think it's going to be friendly fire. And the reason why I say friendly fire is going to be our defense is going to take a lot of snaps out of Genty's hands. We're going to be in a lot of situations where our offense is going to be good, similar to what we had with Derek Carr. Our offense was good, but our defense was bad. We were scoring 24 points, but our defense was giving up 27 on average. I think that's what's going to end up happening is our defense is going to suck so bad that it's going to be a situation where we're not going to be able to run the ball. We're going to have to pass the ball. And the fortunate situation is that we do have a lot of pass options, and we actually do have a NFL quarterback. But I that's what I'm kind of worried about in regards to Genty is if our defense doesn't hold, then we're going to have to pass the ball. And that means that there's going to be some limited snaps taken away from Genty simply because we'll be playing from behind and not ahead.
Mm-hmm. And Twan's speaking the Raider gospel right now, man. I'm right there with Twan. Like, I love Genty as a talent, but I feel awesome. I mean, you're seeing the abilities, like when he trucked the dude last night or when he trucked the dude, but he needs an actual O-line to be able to truck people. and in all honesty, Cap, you're more positive about our O-line than I am, just because how long will Colton Miller last, for example, right? Maybe he's healthy, maybe he's not. And then his left guard partner is going to be who? Is it Dylan Parham, Twan? Who's going to be the left guard this year?
I believe it's Parham.
It's Parham, right?
Yeah.
So and then Meredith is our center
until Laki Tassi takes his job.
Laki Tassi is ready. Okay. So man, we're in trouble with the Genty
from IPP to All Pro, right?
Yes, from IPP that'd be a hell of a story if he did that. And then the right guard JPJ experiment, Spence, man, you already know this is not a good thing for us. And then Blaze hopefully doesn't regress.
I disagree, sir, because again, you get your 5 offensive linemen out there, and if JPJ does not know the fucking calls as a center, but he can roll and pancake people pulling and in front of him, but the center is the guy who's supposed to call the fucking sets, and if Meredith is better situated than that and is not a detriment, where if you have JPJ at center and he's not making the line calls, that's one of the reasons why our other than James, may he fucking shit snots over at the Chargers of LA of San Diego. He sucks so bad he isn't even on the fucking look on the depth chart. He's like the toilet paper guy, the guy who fucking gives out Gatorade minus the other Gatorade guard because he fucking sucked that bad. But you get rid of the thing with that because he sucked. Anyway, I know tangent, but if JPJ can learn the line sets, then he will go over to center. But or maybe the Raiders draft a center next year or get a center in the off season or whatnot. Like the last time they did that, they did pretty well when Rodney Hudson came over. So we'll see what happens, man. I'm great.
Yeah. And by all means, I'm if you ask me what side of the ball that I'm fine with our offense. As much as I do have concerns on our offensive line, but my biggest concern, again, like I said, is our defense. We're going to run into that situation where we're scoring 24 points, but our defense is giving up 27 on average. And that ain't helping anything.
It sucks. I've seen that movie. Yeah.
Hey, Spence, when we play you week 1, do you think we're going to score over 20 on you guys? Honest opinion. Yeah.
Wow.
There you go. I didn't think we were going to score.
Here's the thing. Honestly, the Patriots defense was pretty good last year at holding people's points down, and we just couldn't score. I think we lost like 3 games in a row by like a combined 12. or something, and we didn't score. We scored 12-3, I think, was the combined score from 3 games. Like, we sucked last year, but our defense wasn't bad, and our defense is a lot better this year. It's a lot
so if
better.
Twan's right and our defense can't hold, we're going to be screwed game 1, Twan, because Patriots offense is coming, and they're coming hard. Pause.
And everybody knows if you really been following the NFL and if you really been following the football, the Patriots have always been, we're taking away your number one option. Beat us somewhere else. So Brock Bowers being the number one option, he's going to get locked down.
Is Christian Gonzalez going to lock down Brock Bowers? Is that what's going to happen?
They're going to scheme up something to take that away. It's going to have to be a Trey Tucker. It's going to have to be somebody else that's going to have to show up, because the Patriots have done that for as long as Belichick and everybody. That's the Patriot way. We taking away your number one option. Beat us with your second and third.
This is what's weird, because I feel like the Raiders are going to be in 12 personnel. I don't know why. They were playing mostly 11, right, in preseason, and I think that was
play a lot of 12. They didn't play a lot of 12 in preseason.
Yeah, I think they were doing 11 probably to get a better look at some other guys. But I think when they play the Patriots, they're going to be in 12. It's going to be Mayer and Bowers, and probably your guys' other tight end. I forget his name. Ian Thomas. Yeah.
Yep.
I think that's probably the way they're going to roll. Dante Thornton, they'll probably try to have him burn some of their corners, stretch the field, maybe, and then they're just going to probably attack the middle if they can, which possibly.
Yeah, over the linebacker.
That's why they drafted that safety. That safety is Craig Woodson. That's what he does. He's the coverage guy. Yeah. They bring him in when they have to bring an extra safety onto the field.
Didn't he come from Cal?
Yeah,
I believe so.
Yeah,
there, right?
He's crazy fast. He's crazy fast. He's good in coverage. That's like Duggar can't do that. That's why Duggar kind of got pushed aside.
Yeah, Mario Adams. I forgot about Spillane is playing for the Patriots also. So,
and
he has some intel on our guys.
So. Yeah, if it comes down to it, like Ellis is going to take Mayer and you're going to get bracket coverage on Bowers all day. I guarantee it.
So do you think it's going to be a low-scoring game, obviously, for both sides?
Because Drake Maye is going to go off, bro. He's going to go crazy.
I don't know, honestly. Like I don't know what our line's going to look like. That's my main concern. It might take us a while for that line to gel because there's like 3 rookies on it.
Oh,
that's why I said
so maybe we do have
that out week 2, not week 1. You can figure that shit out week 2, and then if we have to play the Patriots again, it means we both made the playoffs and we had a good year. I'll take that.
It's fine.
That's true. I was gonna ask you, Spence, did Clavon Chason make your team?
Yeah, he's there.
Not only did he make it, he's going to start.
He's the starter.
He took Keon White's job.
What?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, we let that one go, didn't we? All right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey guys,
he had hell of a camp.
I'm gonna call it a night, guys. It's 1 a.m. over here.
All right, Nick. Thanks, guys.
I was trying to get us out at like 2.5 hours.
All right, thank you, guys. I'm out of here. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Twan. Thank you, Spence.
Zed, thank you there. For all the gentlemen here, I'm going to play the outro and fucking go. So you guys take care. We'll see you next time. So I'm going to bounce and do the outro. We'll see you next time.